Okay, I can already tell this is going to be a bit of a different stream than usual. For starters, it didn't seem to pop up in the GLVA server, which is where I normally start spamming people on Discord. But hey, turns out there's 8 people here already. I feel like that's probably enough. So that's the first change for starters. Let's keep one thing similar, shall we? Welcome back to another episode of Apparently, we also need a lo-fi girl me. This is the intro, in case I cut that out from any future archives of this. Hopefully this makes sense. I mean, I have dabbled in VTubing in the past. Oh my goodness. Imagine a lo-fi girl version of my VTuber. I think Ghosty was supposed to be here right now. That would have been way funnier if I had Ghosty in the wings waiting to come in. Because that was the plan from yesterday, but she's not here today. So we have Jalen. Hello.
Yeah, guys.
We also have Maya 2.0, but she's having connection issues as per usual. So once she does the usual switching to a different device and then having that device work, because there's always a second one that works, we'll get started.
Yeah. Her Wi-Fi is trash.
Mm-hmm. Do an online course, watch the Jacob Butter grind. But I did start making gacha tutorials. But obviously, not that you need Bon. You're definitely more advanced than my target for that. Let's see. So KW says, wish I could, I'm still on vacation. Still figuring out YouTube and working on stuff. Well, yes, I did indeed see that, because I saw an alert from your Discord server when I went into Discord just now to check things, and that's the second thing that's going to be different this time, because as it turns out, speaking of my online tutorials, KW seems to have actually jumped ahead, and instead of doing the keyframe cut, she's gone and figured out herself. Or has she? Because before we get to the Guardians, let's take a bit of a detour to review the video that KW just posted coincidentally right before I did a stream. So here we go. It's called Shh. Okay. I would say maybe take the first step and start that a little bit, cut that frame a bit more, because what you normally do is that you have the frames that slightly overlap, and it seems like, and then the first one ends up having that extra space. So do that, and then it will look like you're sliding to that first bit before the first step is taken, because the speed is pretty decent. And now for the next bit. I think this is the same, but from a slightly different. Oh,
his mother is very neglectful.
What? She repeated the same neglect twice. My goodness. Okie dokie. So anyway, that was pretty good keyframing, by the way, KW. So if you happen to be watching this and typing your angry responses right now, yeah. Don't you worry. What do you mean? Of course I saw a 22-second video that was posted right before a live, and I had to. I
had to make sure it was good. I'm just kidding.
Of course, any gacha video that KW does goes through me. That's actually not true. I'm very behind on Klamai, and I also skipped Project Magica, I think. Not deliberately, it just happened to be that I had a schedule. One is the younger version, one is the adult version. Oh, so the cycle continues. I see.
Huh.
All right then. And to be honest, this part, I haven't done the keyframe video yet. KW figured this out all by herself. So there you go. All credit where credit is due. Okay. Can we continue with episode 9? No. Here is episode 9. Without further ado, on with the review.
Said no.
Okay, I'm safe. I shouldn't be worried now, because I'm somewhere safe. I don't know what to do.
I have the wrong stream thumbnail. I'm doing episodes 9 and 10, so I picked the thumbnail for episode 10. Fairly certain. Oh, wait, you mean the stream thumbnail from before? Oh, because I forgot to change it. Alright, I'll edit that later. Thanks for letting me know. I can't do that while the stream is still going, but yeah, well, I could, but just ruin the flow. I don't want to stop now.
Here, but as long as I'm safe, everything's good. I can't bear to think about my mother right now. I need to survive for her. And
we don't normally get like internal narration like this in the Guardians. I think that might be new, actually. What isn't new is that portal. I do appreciate seeing that come back again from episode 1, especially since episodes 1 through 4 have been utterly shunned by the very person that made them. So, so at least as far as continuity goes, I do respect that, because I completely understand the impulse to be like, what the heck was I thinking? Ignore this, do this instead. But no, good restraint, definitely.
this is
The portal is my favorite character. Okay. Fair enough.
best place to do it. I won't get killed or attacked in here because Romeo did not exist back then.
Unless someone also travels to the past, as is definitely seems to be implied to be possible here, so you never know. You might want to close that portal before someone follows you.
I should try to hide. I'm not sure if people from the past will find my albinism normal.
That's actually a very good question, because albinism obviously is a genetic condition, and that would have existed a long time ago.
I don't even know what that is.
So, albinism is basically a disease where like your melanin doesn't actually work, like even more so than normal. That's why you get some people who are like very young but also have white hair like that, and also very pale skin. And some of the times it can lead to like sight problems and stuff like that. Sometimes like sensitive skin, like that kind of thing. So yeah, that's albinism.
Yay!
And yeah, sorry, I was I was too immersed in the story.
That's what I thought it was, and I was like, so basically, your skin color is gone.
Yeah, basically, you just have no skin color. There you go.
Pale.
Albinism 101. Yeah, I mean, there you go. See, that's what representation gets you in media. It gets people to learn new things. There you go. See? Perfect. Okay, so speaking of keyframing, this is an example of how it goes wrong, because if you saw every single one of those characters shuffled a bit, I say this a lot, but this is one of the things where like the layers that you have in editing tracks start to go wrong. If you try and sync it up, you can do it usually, but as I've recently discovered going into, I had to switch to another editing software to render the next Mutant Girl episode because it wasn't working. My regular one kept crashing, and I discovered that going frame by frame isn't as easy in every single program. So unless you can do that, I would suggest before you start moving the backgrounds, pre-render everything down to one layer and then move it. That's my new piece of advice, updated from my, Actually, wait, no, I keep saying pre-rendered. I said that all the time. So yes, this should have been pre-rendered so the characters don't just shuffle around like ghosts. Why does she look like the two characters? I don't know. Maybe they have albinism as well. I'm not sure about your lore. You've barely explored it yet in the episodes I've seen.
Okay, the drip is on God not dripping.
That's crazy.
Look at what she's wearing.
Oh, I see what she's wearing,
it's giving,
and that's deliberate. She's not trying to make a statement here. She's trying to go incognito.
It's giving,
However, I've just noticed something.
What? Her arm is doubled?
Not just her arm, her everything is doubled.
Yeah,
there
feet.
are two of her.
She has 4 dogs.
So, again,
she doubled. She's being quirky.
She's being a little visco,
she's being she's being a little clone, is what she's being.
Straight facts. Why is it? Oh shoot! Nah, she went back to one. That other duplicate, it's gone. It ain't ever coming back.
Well,
It ran away.
Oh God, it ran away.
So if anyone here has seen the most recent Gacha video's Haunted video, you'll know that sometimes when you're editing something, you go like that. You end up detecting certain errors that exist for like single frames at a time. And I said, oh, wouldn't it be? You might not notice this in regular speed, but if someone happens to pause at the exact right moment, they'll know. And here's the example of that: me pausing at a random moment that just happens to be the wrong one.
Ghosts.
Oh my goodness, that's actually her power. Oh, what? Yeah, she clones herself, but only for a single instant, and the clone never does anything. Okay.
What's wrong with your hair?
Huh?
It's white.
I find that quite
There you go. Albinism.
rude, sir.
I apologize, young mistress.
It's box dye. You know.
That is a good point. Who just walks up to someone random and goes, "Hey, what's wrong with your hair?"
Yeah, you know, it's totally. I just box dyed it white. I just box dyed it white. You know, I'm trying to look like my skin. You know.
Oh God, what's wrong with your face?
I was just wondering why your hair is white.
It's natural.
But others might not find it so.
I'm very aware of that.
Bro, I'm sorry to say, but if I go into a school and somebody comes up to me and they go, "Oh, what's wrong with your head?" Then I'm gonna slap them silly.
But others might not find it natural.
This fist will look
What do
natural
you
in
mean
your face.
others might not find it natural, bro?
This fist will look natural in your face. Right in the jaw.
Eyebrows natural, but you know what? We ain't talking about that, are we? So I guess we both have a problem.
Listen. This fist is gonna look
That's a very
natural
good
in your
point. Your eyebrows
face.
are still.
This fist is gonna look natural in your face. That's what I would say. Why is your hair not natural? This fist is gonna be natural in your face. So just your mouth.
This fist is going to be natural in your face. I'm just imagining someone doing that, like nervous for their first fight, being like, "Yeah, this fist is going to be natural in your face." That didn't make sense.
That's me.
Catch them off guard.
That's literally me.
You want proof? Rips hair off. Oh my goodness! It's like every mole Santa with an actual beard.
I give you the best of luck, young mistress. I desire that no one shall find you strange. I don't understand why people are so afraid of.
This guy is creeping me out, bro. Go find some crops to pick. Like, go work. Like, leave me alone. Ain't nobody asked for you to come up to me.
Real. Like, he had the audacity to walk up to me. What's wrong with your hair? What's with your face?
Nah, God, go pick some, not cotton, but go some wheat, cause I know that's what they did back in the day.
I mean, they did also pick cotton back in the day, but we don't talk about
Things
that.
that are different.
It's because they don't know how
Yes, that was the implication.
to
Thank
control
you, Jim.
those things. They are afraid of what they can't control.
The future shall hopefully fix this.
I'm not very much sure.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Okay, I like that slight nod to the fact that she's from the future, and also the fact that the dialogue actually seems like very, very of the past as well, and she's adapted to that because I mean, obviously she came from here originally anyway, but you know, but oh wait a second, I think about it. Did she have like black hair before? Is that how albinism works? I don't think you lose it, do you? Just kind of like always have it. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. What I was saying was she came from the past originally, so now she's like able to adapt. It's like kind of when you go back to a place that you grew up in and you've been away for several years, so you don't sound like you're from there until like the moment that you step on that solid ground and suddenly you have like the accent back and sometimes parts of the mindset.
I've been where I'm from for the past 14 years. It sucks.
Oh, I see. I see. Fair enough. Yeah, it happens. It happens to my dad sometimes because he's from Liverpool. So when we go back there, sometimes depending on who he's talking to, it can and for a prolonged
His
period
accent
of time,
just like snaps back into reality.
it's more like a gentle transition, but yeah, eventually, a little bit. thought you were going to say the dialogue is very real. I was going to say Jacob, who insulted your hair. I get the opposite, actually. People are obsessed with my hair to a weird degree sometimes.
What?
But no, like the time, the choice of conversation might be very unusual, but the dialogue at least fits the time period. I feel like if somebody were to do this in the modern day, they might respond the same way that Maya and Jalen demonstrated, but because that wouldn't fit this scene. Smell the sweet scent. Oh,
What the heck, man?
Degree. No one stiffed my hair before. I was about to say there's like that weird the doors are distractingly dislodged from there, but then of course that's the next shot. So yeah.
Cool.
Who's that?
My most humble apology. I thought this place was abandoned.
Okay,
Where
okay,
did you
okay.
come
So,
from?
like, you just want to walk in somebody's house? Like, I get it looks abandoned, but like, bro,
Okay,
you don't just
nothing
somebody's house.
Yeah, I feel like if I was in this time period, I might like look for like an inn or something like that. I don't know.
I'm looking for some place to live.
Is that so?
Do you own this place?
I can't own this. My father owns this. Or, well, did own.
Yeah, I can't own this. It's the past. What woman
I
owns
can't own this.
property?
My father did, but sadly he passed away.
So does that mean that you own it now? No, it still belongs to him.
That makes
Isn't that right, father? That is right.
My most humble
That's
apology.
crazy.
How did he die?
He had no male heirs, so he refused to pass on until someone claimed ownership of the
He refuses. He refuses to pass it on until somebody else passes.
building. Oh
It
my
on.
goodness. Could you imagine if that was like the plot of Pride and Prejudice or something? Like in
Imagine if that girl isn't even supposed to be living there. What if she's lying? Just think about it.
like if people don't know, Pride and Prejudice is a book about 5 sisters, and one of the bits of conflict is the fact that because they're women, they couldn't inherit the estate that they grew up in, so they would have to actually be married off, or at least that was one of the dramas in there. I'm just now picturing if like the father had actually died before, and the only way for him to like pass on to the afterlife was if the daughters got married. So it's just like this awkward tension of the fact that the father's just looming around, being like, clock's ticking. He wouldn't look down his. They didn't have wristwatches back then. It would be like, clock's ticking, clock behind you. Anyway. Yes, we see this account. So yeah, don't worry. Do I need to know anything about this show or just watching this blindly? Oh, this is one of the shows that it is very much worth going back and checking out like the rest of it, because it does like it does get very plot heavy and very complex. Kind of in a similar way to Fallen Angels, where you might get lost after a certain point. Actually, similar to Fallen Angels, and we get lost at the beginning because it was confusing at first. But anyway, worth the wait. You're pulling.
Jacob, I got a for real question.
Yeah, I've got a question too. What is 3th? Threeth. My Threeth account.
Stop.
My 3! Bro, please, I'm screenshotting my 3! Jalen, I will be telling my mother about this one.
I will be telling my mother about this one
My
as
father
well.
will hear about this, Potter. Sorry, carry on.
Bro,
Yes.
tell me how 3 came up.
Next will be
There is no
second.
fixing it.
Second.
The
It's
7
three.
screenshots have already been saved to my phone. There is no saving on what you've done. No,
gonna be
we ain't
first.
trying to come to you.
Next is gonna be first. First.
Bro,
First.
so done.
First. Next is first.
Okay.
Next is first,
What were
guys.
you going to say?
Next is first. Then second. Then third.
Oh my god.
Please don't report
Oh
this
my
YouTube HQ.
God.
I'm already on thin ice with them. I've already been demonetized.
That's
Don't keep
crazy.
more community guideline strikes.
Corey, catch it. Is that you?
Ugh.
It's literally
I
Storm
gotta
Johnson
remember when Corey Attention got demonetized.
for no reason. Hashtag YouTube racist.
Okay, so I actually
I
have a
don't want to
question,
play that
Jacob.
card. I hope it's not that.
It probably is.
I
Happen to
actually,
Corey
I
Attention,
actually
happen to
have a
you.
bit of a, I think I've had a bit of a theory about what it might actually be. Considering that KW actually got in trouble for live streaming because she looks like a young minor. Maybe some of the guests that are featured on live streams, YouTube thinks that they should have been loud on the channel or something like that.
They're black.
No, they
Okay,
look like minors.
but yeah, minors, but not like.
Minors with an O. I can see
Yeah, I
what
know.
joke you're trying
Minors,
to
18
make.
or younger.
I'm nipping it in the bud.
I'm talking about their
Please.
skin
Comment
tone.
no.
He was
I'm
accused
talking
of
about
being a
if
witch.
they white mixed or...
Witch.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
I was gonna say, isn't that just me? I'm mixed.
So am I.
And
Like,
myself.
He was,
Right.
but it still hurts. Why kill him when he did no harm?
Are you
No
sure
one
about that?
wanted this place since it belonged to a witch. So I
What? Hold on. So you're telling me your father was a witch, and you're like, why'd they kill him? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do
The
you mean?
implication, yes, that does seem to be where this goes.
What
My
was
father
that
owned the
time
building,
called? I
also
forgot
was
what it was
owned by
called.
a witch.
The Salem
My
trials
father.
or whatever. The Salem trials where they killed the witches for no reason.
Yeah, well, actually, they accused several people of being witches and then killed them, so it was even
Whatever.
worse. But
I'm
yeah,
not. I failed social studies. I don't want to hear it.
oh, okay, fair enough.
Whoa.
Oh, you had a Minecraft wedding to go to? Oh, I see. All right, well, congratulations to
What?
congratulations to the
Bro,
to
a
the happy pair.
Minecraft wedding?
That's crazy.
What?
Who's? I wanted to go. Why didn't you invite me?
I think
Straight facts.
I think I officiated a Minecraft wedding once.
What?
Yeah, I
You
don't know. It's kind of
lucky.
fun.
You lucky. What's up? Oh.
Yeah, that I mean, yeah, they told me as well when I contacted creator support because I'm in the partner program. I do it with creator support. They still said that they were going to take long leadership because some of their servers were down or something like that.
Oh no! I just saw a flash at my house. There's a storm. The big storm.
Okay. Right. Anyway,
I like to spend
apparently there's a new ruin is going to come out in like 27 minutes, so we got to get a move on because some people are just going to leave before that happens.
some of my time here reading.
You can read?
That's a roast right there.
It's a pretty nice.
Okay.
You can read.
Straight facts.
Why are you wearing glasses? Reading. Reading? I
You
didn't
can
know you could read. Why am I quoting Draco Malfoy so much this stream? I don't know why.
Nice place.
You can stay here.
Jacob,
What?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
No.
A true question.
Oh, this
Okay.
I'm dreading this already based on your laughter.
Oh yeah. So every time, right? Almost every time I've been on one of y'all streams, they always come out with like there ain't no nothing bad. And I'm not talking about swearing or anything like that. I'm talking about like wait till my thing comes out. Right? Wait until my whole season thing comes out because oh my god, it's gonna be so bad. And I'm not talking about quality. I'm talking about the whole shebang, the whole thing. Like it's gonna be worse. It's probably it's gonna be one of the worst I've ever watched.
I mean, if I do review it and it ends up being, like 2 on the best, I may have to actually age restrict the review, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to there. Because I forgot that you're working on a show, and I was like, oh well, in that case, I'm definitely have to see this. Okay. Oh, he was saying it was 8 hours. I only read the. Oh, sorry, I missed the 8 hours part. Okay, so we're not in any trouble. Don't worry. I'm not going to stream for 8 hours. My record is 6. I'm not that crazy.
If you'd like.
You mean it? Why do you trust me that easily?
I thought you were a witch, to be honest. Are you?
I'm not.
But you seem to have nothing against them.
Nay.
Then you can stay.
Witch sympathizer, burn her! That was a jump on the bed. Okay.
Oh my god, bro! Get over it.
I'm
You're
on my
fine.
TV right now.
Hold on. Okay. Oh, right. We're in a montage. I was about to say, does this series have an intro now? But no, it's a montage. Okay. Strangely enough, with like very not off the time music, but okay. What in earth is going on? Porridge, teabag, cheese. Is this a secret code? Am I supposed?
I love cheese. I heart cheese.
Oh yeah. I love all of these things.
What?
Why is this montage just my breakfast?
A clock, a hairbrush,
And-
toothpaste. I use
yeah.
this every day.
Okay, these things haven't been quite invented yet, but we're going back into the time period after the sun disappeared and darkness took over, so I guess this is back into the future or something. Okay, so it's just going back and forth, I see. Well, I mean, I feel like if you're worried about getting tracked, Yuki, by the way, my name's Yuki, that's the character, you probably don't want to be leaving that, first of all, leaving that portal open whenever you abandon it. But secondly, going back and forth consistently so you're more likely to get tracked, and people know that you're gone because you've already left and have been away for so long. Not a good strategy. Something happened to her face, it seems.
Cleo,
I?
what happened to you? You're burnt?
It's nothing.
It doesn't seem to be nothing.
I'll be fine.
It's void burns. Maybe the idea is that the tracker breaks after going through time rapidly. Oh yeah, no, I imagine you can't track someone like through time. Like that to me feels like the equivalent of, you know, going to the nether in Minecraft. Then it's just like you're at a different plane of reality, so you wouldn't be detected the same way unless someone else was also in that plane. However, what I meant was that if someone notices that Yuki has gone and disappeared, returning constantly, if she was being tracked, that would give more of a chance for her to be detected, and now people know to look out for her and will be more alert. Okay. Also, congratulations on your victory against the rat.
I'm about to say, why is this dude over here talking about fighting a rat? Like, I could never fight a rat. That thing
Oh,
is
yeah, that
living
was
in my
going
house
on.
for the day I die. What do you mean?
Oh god, bro, if I see a rat in my house, I am pulling out the big boys.
I am pulling out the shovel.
What a cat.
Uh-oh.
My cat ain't gonna do nothing. My cat gonna run away. And
Bro.
my like 5'3" dog ain't gonna do nothing either, cause he's scared of bugs, and I'm not even kidding on that.
Okay,
It's storming right now. What is that?
All right. Rats are great. Oh yeah, that's right. The battle was the rat warrior for a while.
I'm sorry, but you are weird. You need to leave. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Rats are not
clearly
people.
clearly
Rats
someone
are
needs to watch
scary. Okay,
Louise.
they're as big as your feet. What do you
Stay
mean?
here.
Okay. Before we move on, I love that. Just the fact that it's not a light bulb, it's a candle for the idea, but it's the same sound effect and same principle. That is charming.
Oh my god, I literally hate when people do that. Like, I hate so much. Like, whenever I'm watching a film or a movie short, an animation, anything, I hate when, like, the characters are clearly hurt, but it's like,
I'm fine.
they're like, I'm fine. side eye. Like, bruh, you're clearly like you're clearly gushing blood. Or you're burnt. Like, you literally have a whole burn wound on your face, bro. Like, let me fix you.
I was talking
Like-
about like the idea, the inspiration, like the candle that went off. Not about the being hurt part.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right. Well, tis but a flesh wound. I know that trope very well. In fact, the tis but a flesh wound quote actually from Monty Python actually is all about like how someone brushes off very severe wounds and really shouldn't. If people haven't seen, look up the Monty Python duel, the Black Knight. That was with the Black Knight. That's where that comes from, and you'll see that trope just being satirized right down to its very core. Interesting. You kept the balls and stuff out of focus before until she saw it. Okay. Normally that's kind of reserved for the background, so usually, but I guess, 2D plane, so can't really do much.
This is a natural medicine. You'll
Of course it is. The house belonged to a witch.
feel better soon.
Thank you, Blythe.
What is that? Because oh god, that be looking like some American-styled honey mustard.
Who knows? But by natural remedies in the
Nah, that's
past, it
puke
very
right
well
there.
could be the what you
She
just
puked all
said.
over her. Nah, that's puke right there. She
Oh my goodness!
said
Okay, Bond knows.
all
Bond
over
knows
her
the
throat.
quote. Okay, yes, absolutely. Monty Python duel with the Black Knight. Go look it up. Bond
What?
approves.
Well, I can't look it
brilliant.
up. So
I love being here. With you.
It's nice.
why
Is
she
that
have right
hair?
hair now?
Yeah, I was.
Hold
yeah,
on.
exactly. I was about to say that.
Hold on. I just questioned from the beginning. Why she got red eyes? Isn't that a red flag?
I mean, okay, I think that can also happen with albinism. Well, I mean, I said these the sight problems before. I used to know a guy with albinism. His eyes were kind of like a faded blue. Mainly they weren't red, but I guess that could
And number
possibly
two,
happen. Oh, it's the
why
hair
her
dye
hair
from last
eventually
scene.
turned
Okay.
black?
So Yuki only dyes her hair when she's in the past. Interesting. Is that because she found out that was a good way to cover up the albinism that she already knew she was gonna get ostracized for, and then in the future she decided to just not bother with that because of the whole Guardian stuff, and everyone accepts everyone there. Is that why that was?
Yo, I don't know why she blushing, because let me tell you what, that girl mad pretty. Like, she need to come around like my street for a little bit. I don't know
So,
why she blushing.
what
You
do you mean?
better
When you
shut
don't
your
know
lips
why
and
she's
put them in your pocket right now.
what do you mean you
Not
don't
even
know why
think
she's blushing? You just
Not
said
even
that the
think of
girl
your
is
school.
pretty. I feel like that would be cause to blush sometimes for people.
Nah, she better stop. She better stop right about
Well,
now,
you
because I'm
see.
about to delete
Well, you
her and
see.
travel to the
You
past
see.
and find her.
If that was me, if I was the girl with the black hair and my crush was the girl with the long brown hair, you see, I'd be blushing too. Like, you know how it is. Like, you know how it is. Like, come on now. Like, you know how it is.
Bro, she ain't even real, and I'm blushing myself.
Exactly. Like, you know.
Like, God, yeah, bro, you gotta come down my street. Like, I gotta
We're gonna kill
I got
Jacob.
some
He's gonna-
flowers. Like,
Jacob's gonna
stop
die
by,
of
girl. You can give me a sign.
This is not what I thought this stream was gonna go. Oh, but my goodness, yeah. Hey, you know what? It happens sometimes. Trust me, I've been through this part before of creating
The chat just doesn't
characters
understand.
that people simp for. You have no clue where you went so right.
The chat just doesn't understand.
Sorry, who doesn't understand?
They don't understand.
Well, they better understand, because this girl gotta come down my street. I mean,
I'm not
oh,
gay,
mamma
but
mia.
Okay, so just for context, SPX Ranza and Prism of Voices are the same person, and they created this video. So the shock comes from the fact that a character that has been created by this person suddenly
but,
ends
like,
up having this reception.
like, honest truth, like, if somebody's touching your face, like cleaning your face, you could not tell me you wouldn't be like blushing like on accident. Like, it's a reflex.
Oh my god, that feeling is so
Like, you cannot tell me
good.
you'll be like, you cannot
I
tell
love
me
the
you're-
feeling
you're-
of my face being cleaned.
Yes, like
Yeah.
Okay, jokes
Anyway.
aside, I do understand what you mean. I get
Like,
it.
exactly.
Obviously, it depends on the person. It's not going to be just like any person who just like goes to your face and then you do what then you do like a psycho from Kobayashi or something. Just go like or whatever.
Yo, someone said something in Spanish and I don't know what it means.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Alvaro was asking what I did to learn Spanish. Me mudé a
School.
España.
It's called school.
It's called Duolingo.
Exactly.
Actually, it wasn't. I hadn't heard of Duolingo until like years after I moved away from Spain. But yeah, I did actually go to a bilingual Spanish school.
Oh
So
my God. My Spanish teacher is pregnant.
What?
The most random thing, but like she's pregnant. She's leaving for maternity leave in December. For like a whole year.
Fair enough. Okay. Best of luck to Jalen's Spanish teacher. Or should I say buena suerte?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Alvaro's got to go. So yeah, all right. See you later. Hopefully
Bye. Congrats.
Be back in 20 minutes. Yeah, we'll probably still be here, so go ahead.
We'll still be here for like another year.
We've got another episode after this. We're only halfway through this one. Okay. I didn't understand what I said in the MCC video. Yeah, so here's the thing about the MCC video. So again, if you're not watching this on upload day, context is that earlier today I posted the application for the team, what do we call ourselves, the Late Lemons, to apply for MCC Rising. And the idea was that because there's several MCC players, they still haven't told me what it is. No, but it's a series of like mini games in a Minecraft tournament organized by some big YouTubers.
Whoa.
Yeah, so they thought, okay, there's plenty of Spanish-speaking YouTubers who end up featuring there. So how about I do my presentation in Spanish? And I was going to caption the video, but I ran out of time. I was very stressed yesterday, and also trying to still render the mutant girl because
whoa, that's stealing. Naughty.
that thing has failed at least 10 times. I'm pretty sure I have the definitive version now. There's like one frame error with Empress, but I'm going to cut that out in YouTube video edits. I don't want to render that whole thing again. Too much. Not anymore. No. Get away. I don't like it. So that was going on, and so I tried to think, okay, what if I caption this with like AI or something? And note that didn't work out either. So yeah.
Bro, you know what I miss? Where is Aiden, bro? I haven't seen Aiden in so long.
He's been around occasionally. I think he was on a stream a few days ago, but yeah, he's around less frequently now because of work and mental health. So it really does depend. Although every now and then I'll just get a message from him saying like, "Hey, how's the mutant girl thing going?" He's like, "It's still terrible. Stop asking me."
Leave me alone.
I hope that people watch the episode when it comes out in a couple of days, because my goodness, I'm going insane. Right.
Whoa.
Tom, don't leave me. James confess my work. Come on. I would never. So how about we go watch ponies again? No, wait. Oh, Clamai. Next Clamai episode.
My Little Pony. My Little Pony.
What macaroni?
Oh wait, you haven't seen ponies, have you? Wait, you have. I'm sure at least one of you has seen like an episode of ponies.
I did.
I did.
Jalen did it because he's fake.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah,
What?
I thought so.
What? I am one of the most loyalist fans out here. I don't want to hear it. I'm at every live. What are you talking about?
On God, so am I. What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about calling me fake?
Is that why I never see you talking in the chat?
Because I'm so invested in your live that I don't pay attention to the chat.
That is not true, Jacob. She down bad lying to you. Just like that one time she said she was gonna join your live, but she did it because she was at a party.
Don't worry, I am very aware. I am very aware. Every time that Jade is in a live, she makes her presence very known.
I do.
And then when I acknowledge her, I get videos from Maya about the reaction.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's so true.
The torture soldier reactions go crazy.
I do have to watch Clamai at some. I do have to catch up with Clamai at some point. I'm like 3 episodes behind at this point.
That's crazy.
To finally have a friend.
Good
What
moral.
What?
Hey,
What the
where's your
Did her hair
chaperone?
become
Where's-
red?
Sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What did you say?
Is her hair red now? Are you serious?
Oh no. She's the one on the on the right.
Good. She better be working out issues if you.
You have issues with redhead people.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay,
I got-
we're not gonna unpack
I
that
got
right now.
issues with redheads.
It's yours.
I'm hiding from him.
How come?
They wanted me to meet the person that I'm supposed to marry.
Marrying a stranger is awful.
I wouldn't normally escape. I would marry and then date in secret. I was planning to do
I would marry the of course. That's not gonna get you like stoned for adultery.
that.
But
Oh my goodness.
I like
Wow.
you.
Just wow. Do you know I've had people ask me for an Agatha spin-off, right? There very well could be a ginger protagonist. I guess that could be also Felix, because of Through Her Eyes. He was a protagonist for a bit. Anyway. Remember you're going to be in it. Oh, deciding who to voice. Oh, no, who Jacob is going to voice. Oh, okay. Cool, I didn't have to audition. Sweet.
Got a free pass.
I think it's because I replaced Junior in some of the other ones, so I'm going to reprise those roles. I think that's pretty it. Do I plan to watch the four seasons to do list? I do plan to watch season 1 before I carry it because I don't want to watch it out of order again, unless it's out of necessity. So yeah, no, I will. So regardless of when that comes out, I will be watching the other episodes first. So don't delay it because of me, but it might take a while for me to catch up. Okay. I'm the #1 Felix lover. Good to know. I'm glad
That's
that he's.
we totally needed. I'm sorry.
If we're talking about Felix on the mutant girl, on God, you not. I'm sorry, but you mistaken.
Oh, okay.
No,
Please continue.
That's crazy.
there is a huge mistake, bro. Because the one who talking right now, I'm the #1 Alex, or not Alex.
Her
My
bubble
bad.
is
My
Felix.
fine.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that. I thought you were going to say that you
Felix.
hated Felix or something. I was about to bring out the popcorn.
Nom, nom,
Bro,
nom,
Felix.
nom.
Oh my God, Felix is down bad. Like I would totally like. Empress, y'all, you better back away, cause.
They broke up like 7 years ago in the timeline.
Whoa.
Well, you know what's
I was 7.
I'm sorry, did I just spoil Through Her Eyes
Still pretty
ending
fine.
from 2020?
Even behind bars, he looked nice in an orange jumpsuit.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And uncalled for.
Word of
You're
advice
going
to people,
places.
don't
You're going
simp
places.
because they're behind bars. That's
You're
my
going
advice to
places.
the world. Oh, good grief. Yeah.
I don't care. I'll break him out of a jail and we'll go on a honeymoon together.
Now I see why you're asking where Aiden is.
Bro, I have so many things written about Felix. It's not even funny. Literally in my Google Docs, there's so many things, like so many fan fictions. I haven't even bothered to show
Oh my
anybody.
goodness, please show them to me. I love reading Music Girl fan fictions.
What?
Oh, these are like when Felix like breaks out of jail or like when he goes insane. Cause like I like a little quirky,
Okay,
you know.
Yeah,
Hey,
let's
they're
be a
pretty
little
hot.
quirky, you know.
I wanted to do a video.
Hey.
You know, like those videos that Afna used to do with the My Street characters and them like
Rock,
acting
paper,
out fan
scissors,
fictions
shoot.
that people get sent
picked
in.
out
I wanted to do
scissors.
one of those. I didn't have enough material because there was only like
Ha!
2 fanfics that I can
won.
like readily get access to.
Do it again.
Oh, you're gonna send me all of them through DMs. Fantastic.
Somebody said
would
that
be-
Jacob was a what is it?
Oh, a fan favorite VA that says
Yes.
that he.
And that's so true though, because like it's just true.
If you're talking about like, if you're like,
He said literally look up to
hold on, if
you.
you're talking about KW's fans, did you say used to?
Wait,
Like,
what'd you say?
What the heck happened? What
Every
did I
live,
do wrong?
Jacob, we gotta get the soldier and torture voice, bro. Every live, it has to happen. Every live. I'm
Look,
telling
it's
you.
not my fault that people appreciate this voice so much.
I appreciate.
That's not even the one he's talking about right now. I'm pretty sure it's like the KW fans because we're talking about ponies before. If that's the
Ponies.
case, then I don't know, because I literally did like one line as Funtime Freddy and like several others as Ralph that didn't even match the tone of the scene. Like I messed that up because I didn't have the context. I don't know why people like those so much.
Like, where's
No, but seriously, like
the other one?
Ponies
other
the movie, apart from like that one Funtime Freddy line, is probably like some of my worst voice work in a while. So if people still like that stuff, then all I have to say is I have more that is better. Please.
I agree.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
get food in a grocery
All
store.
right.
We sat for like 10,000 years talking about stupid stuff.
Yeah, I can probably do them in the same vid. Yeah, quite possibly. Unless I end up like breaking both of them down for several hours, which is entirely possible. Okay. Oh, good grief. Okay.
Whoa, who just said that? Fight me.
Oh, you said his name wrong like once before. I think that was
You wanna fight me? I'll square up.
But yeah, no.
That's crazy.
Oh, okay. Apparently the ranking has gone down. I guess I guess the fanfics were convincing enough.
I want to play rock paper scissors again.
Yeah, you number two. You number two. I gotta be number
Hey,
one.
if you want to claim that number one position, do send me your Felix fanfics,
Back
please.
already.
Jacob, I don't know if you want them. I have like 8 or 9 of them, and they're like so long.
Good. I love the fact that people like make like derivative works like out of like, you know, my characters or my and Aiden's characters now. So yeah, that I'm just so I would love to read them.
Oh, you don't even know how much I envy your work. Literally, I had a school art project, and like we had to make all these things out of like we had to make like a whole entire sculpture out of like little tiny rips of paper, and I ended up making Moana because I'm inspired by your work.
She's
Missed that
obsessed.
last part you cut out. You said like after the bits you had to make something out of bits of paper.
Yeah, and I made Moana.
Oh, okay, good. Do you have a picture of that? Like, okay, it's a thing to
He wants that picture.
everyone. If you make it's based on or inspired by like, the mutant girl characters or story, please send it to me. I would read / see, watch, listen to, whatever. You know, all that stuff. That's why I do the fan art segment at the beginning of like every new episode. Play is more than 2 minutes long for this next one. The algorithm is gonna kill me. But yeah, send those to me. I would love to see any of them. This isn't even a review video. I mean, at this rate, it does seem we have deviated. It's about to get to midnight, so I'm probably gonna before that happens. I'm gonna switch internet services because for some reason at midnight all the time. So, gonna prepare, and I might disconnect for a few seconds. If that happens, no one panic. Show available networks.
Yo, don't panic. It's gonna be okay. They're all panicking. Oh! Oh!
I did warn people.
Oh
Bro thinks my goodness, she has moved on. She's moved. That's like a thing that I got like a lot of backlash for, like when Her Eyes ended. Everyone was like, "Oh, why did you have to break up?" Feeling, "Oh, no one's ever gonna trust like other relationships or stuff again." Whatever. Like,
dude, I was watching through Her Eyes the other day, every time I watch it, I don't know why, it just gets more and more depressing. Even though it's like the same episodes that I keep watching, it just gets more and more depressing. And I'm like, bro, these poor kids. Like, I get like Felix didn't have to go through a lot, but at the same time, he had so much pressure on him. And then Agatha, she was just a kid. Like, it was so sad. And it's like, bro, I feel her. Like, I get it. It sucks. Like, I felt so bad.
You have no idea how happy it makes me to like hear someone like actually express that without prompt. Because yeah, that's it. Yeah, actually, when like I think it was Aiden who suggested doing Through Her Eyes in the first place, and I was like, and he knew like the journey that Felix was going to go down, and he knew that like any Felix origin story was going to end in tragedy. I did warn him about that. In the end, it didn't matter. The best part is that most people are more annoyed about the stuff that you described, which is the actual stuff. So again, very happy to hear.
It just, I mean, before like Through Her Eyes came out, like I guess it just like really surprised me that like Felix would be the type of person to do that, I guess, because like Felix was like when he was like introduced, he was like he's a really nice person, which I guess is kind of how he wants it to play out. If I'm getting on the right path, like before he's like after he snapped and all, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna go on this crazy huge thing so that way I can solve my sister's problems. I feel like he was acting really nice because that's obviously what you gotta do. But like it shocked me so much that he actually was like that he was capable of doing that. Like I was like, looking back on the episode, hit the one right in the heart. But it don't matter, he's still my bae.
I've heard that part at least before. Yeah, the thing, Through Her Eyes actually, it will in the middle of different episodes of season 2, similar to how Phoenix Job High season 2 and Emerald's Secrets came out simultaneously.
Oh wow!
And yeah, that's why the twist was supposed to work. Like the thing that you see like right after the right after he goes off like after, and he goes off Netflix and chill with Empress. The next time we see him is the twist moment when he comes in and it turns out that he's kidnapped. So yeah, it all depends. And I was like, yeah, I'm glad that worked out because that was my first attempt at a twist villain. Very relieved that it worked out. And for I mean, like some of those like old streams that we did, we would on thin ice trying to like very, very, very like tentative going on with him, but not outright saying anything in some videos. That was quite an interesting time.
Person that I'm supposed to marry.
Marrying a stranger is awful.
I wouldn't normally escape. I would marry, and then I was planning to do that.
But
I fell in love.
So then date that person in secret, right? That was your plan. That's exactly what you just said you were not going to do because of this very thing that would be the reason to do it.
And I can't imagine marrying anyone other than
I see.
her. Him. I meant him. Other than I.
Outing yourself in real life is terrifying. In media, it's hilarious.
I must find someplace else. I believe this hiding spot is the best.
I'm just like you.
I mean,
You know what I
stay safe. In secret.
I wish it didn't have to.
Me too.
I mean, in all cases, it doesn't have to be because you can just take her through the portal, but that's not an option. That's just me being facetious.
find somewhere safe. Maybe I can return to the future. After all, the
Bro, why
Okay,
are you
just
standing
passing
there?
by.
There is a tornado heading right for you. Why are you standing there?
That's true. Probably better to actually like have at least, you know, run around or like try and find a place to hide extras are doing rather than being like, in this monologue moment, what to do? I wonder if I concentrate enough power, I can muster enough jutsu to actually, like, no, then work it out.
there should be.
Also, help the. Why would we help? It's doing perfectly fine on its own.
It's gonna help
My
you.
God, be so far.
Phone to film it? Oh yeah, sure. I mean, it's
Me
not
for
gonna
real.
get.
Me.
On God,
It's not gonna get posted
literally
into
me and
Witchcraft,
Jalen
but
when we went on our vacation.
Like tornado, phone out. Hurricane, phone out. A flood, phone out.
oh wow, oh this is gonna go my.
No,
Literally, how me and Jalen are.
that's literally me. I'm telling you.
I see. If I see the tornado challenge trending, I am checking up on you on Discord to make sure you're.
What tornado trend? What tornado challenge? The blue whale challenge.
Exactly.
Let's make it a
let's
comeback.
make it.
I'm just kidding.
Please no. Oh God. That was a time. Whole video. I dedicated like a whole Walking Wednesday to the Blue Whale Challenge at one point. You. Oh my. Yeah, exactly.
Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube video.
If they will be in danger. Either way.
Yes, if you stand still, you'll be in danger for sure.
And I don't want anyone to get hurt. I must do this.
Then stop standing
I have
there.
this power for a reason. I can't let everyone be in danger.
Oh, it got a little bit lighter at the same time. I guess because of something different clouds.
There's no way. There's no way.
Tornado just went.
No way.
Yeah, I'm done. I am logging off for the day, bro.
Me too. We're done. We're done here.
And now for my favorite Bible passage, the fisherman and the storm. And so Jesus was on a boat
Roll the credits.
with a bunch of sailors. And
Roll
a
the
storm
credits,
was
roll the
tossing
credits.
the vessel to and fro. And Jesus and told the storm to calm itself down. And it did, the end. That's an actual Bible
Bro,
story. I
the
just
fact
paraphrased
that
it.
it just ended. Like, literally, houses getting torn, grass getting ripped up, ended. Snap, gone. Completely fine.
Like what? I wish I could do that.
Oh. Well,
Oh
I guess.
my God, bro. Oklahoma is asking for, like, Oklahoma and Kansas are looking at that and saying, write this down, write this down. We gotta know how to do this.
Wait, hold on. Isn't the like the Oklahoma where the wind comes sweeping down the plain? Like that feels like very very inappropriate if they have a tornado issue.
Sweet home
Oh no.
Alabama.
Because Oklahoma and like Oklahoma, Tennessee, Kansas and stuff are like they're like stuff like they get tornadoes all the time.
I was gonna say, yeah, Tennessee is like the other side of the country, but okay, yeah, fine, fair enough. Okay, so
Tennessee.
gonna break my own rules here because Ghosty seems to have a thing to say right now, and I feel like despite the rules, very keen to give a piece. So let's see what Ghosty has to say.
Okay,
Oh, hey, it's
so
me.
I come in after a wedding, and the Guardians has, produced some mediocre to okay quality stuff. But I gotta say, this doesn't feel like it, Chief.
Whoa. Who that?
I literally blinked and somebody else knew was
Literally,
in the
I
chat.
was eating my Subway sandwich, enjoying my time.
I just explained that.
But
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm going to say, hot take, the line reads here are kind of 50-50. Some of them are okay, and some of them read kind of awkwardly. Like, you can read?
You can read? Nah,
it's just
Yeah, I think
I
that's
gotta
supposed
say
to be a
the
thing
tornado
around most of Guardians, actually.
The tornado quick stopping just threw me so far out of the scene that I bounced off the Andromeda Galaxy.
I mean,
am
to be
No, I was invested before in the plight of these characters, but now I just don't. She stopped that
it feels like
tornado with very little effort.
it feels like a Tom Scar sketch. You know, Baby with a Gun 2, where he like where the personates the building and it just goes like that. Anyway.
I'm just saying, like, ahead of time, we have a really bad thunderstorm going on. So if the Wi-Fi gets knocked out and I get kicked out, I swear it's not my
Like,
fault.
it's not
Real.
that episode 9 is awful at all. It's good. I just have some qualms with it. It's just this tornado quick stopping with little effort just makes me raise an eyebrow.
Hi, Callie.
There are so many cooler things that you could have done with her.
What?
Yes,
I
there
actually
are
would have
cool
lent I would have
things.
lent like even I would have lent even more into it. You know, go the full distance with the preparation, just like, you know, charging up, cutting up the scream like a hook. That's all of the lightning crackles down to give more energy.
Bro, Jacob is
Yep.
turning into Vegeta right now. Give him a
thee
minute.
to perish, and then, you know, like give a solid 2 seconds, the tornado still goes, and then just go.
Yeah, they're like,
That.
have some more effort before the tornado stops, instead of having it like, you know, poof out of existence as soon as she flashes her magic hands.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Hang on, pause the cap. Hang on.
Yeah.
Basically, Ghosty, I got a question.
What?
Are you like, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna ask at the end. And it ain't gonna happen now.
Okay.
Never mind.
Like,
Ghosty
I'm not
might
gonna
not be here at the end, depends on what's going on.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be in here. I'm not planning to be in here for very much longer because Jacob is making an exception to his rule for me to be in here. So, fire away.
All right. Okay, yeah. Thank you for saying your piece, and yes, go ahead, answer.
Okay, like, yeah, never mind. I completely forgot it already.
I'm drinking tea
Well,
out
if
of
you
a pink
remember it, I'm
straw.
sure that Ghosty will still be in the chat, so fair enough. And thank you, Ghosty, for this has been the Ghosty intermission.
The Ghosty intermission, it's not bad. Not bad at all. It's just some of the line reads are awkward, and the thing with the tornado was a little bit too abrupt for me to, like... the tornado, she pointed her hands to the sky, they flashed with magic, and now the tornado is gone. Why? Yeah, like, I get why, but
Tornado disappeared
why?
within the snap of her finger.
Yes. And it's not that you can't do that. It's just that there are so many cooler things you could have done that could have, you know, brought some actual magic to the scene instead of making it feel like, oh, she just effortlessly snapped her fingers and now the tornado is gone. The day is saved, you guys.
I don't know. As a gag for the scene, I kind of like have to enjoy what you mean. That yeah, it does feel anticlimactic if you
It doesn't just feel anticlimactic.
The tone of the episode has been like
weird.
a lot more serious than usual.
Yeah, that, and I would like to say, these transitions, y'all. These transitions are just not hitting it.
Hey, you know who hasn't transitioned in the past with a pot of tea? Oh, it's a bag of tea, and a slice of cheese.
Like, that's not the transition I'm talking about. I mean, a second ago, the redhead character and the black-haired character were having a conversation. Now we cut over, and the tornado has started.
That's gone.
And then it's gone.
I feel like this is trying to lean a bit into the realms of comedy, because
I
imagine
understand.
that in a more comedic scene where it's like, yes, we'll both be safe.
Like-
Yes, safe for a long time. That kind of thing.
Like, I understand, but it's like the scene doesn't flow very well. I get it. Sometimes you have to sacrifice flow for the sake of comedy. But sometimes when you have an episode with a more serious tone and then have a random comedic moment, it can feel, I don't know, hollow.
MCU.
A very MCU. And I'm
There we
not
go.
living for it.
Fair enough.
Now, this has been the end of the ghosting intermission. Please. I'm not insulting your cheese.
Subscribe to Ghosty's channel.
I am. I insulted your cheese. What you gonna do? about it?
Don't subscribe to my channel. I'm not.
Subscribe to Ghosty's cheese.
I would say-
subscribe to the cheese in the
I would
description
say
below.
subscribe to mine, but I lost it. So, See, where'd mine go?
Wait, you lost your channel?
I deleted the email for it. It was really cringy anyway, so it's like.
Okay. All right. How dare you insulting my cheese? Please tell me someone's
Oh,
seen
so your
Goblin
cheese all I
Slayer
want.
Bridge. That would
Cheese
sound like
is
that would sound
disgusting.
pretty weird.
The only good cheese is mozzarella. Quite literally.
You said you liked cheese earlier. Was that Maya?
Yeah, I like mozzarella cheese, not cheese.
Oh. I see.
Which I might.
Okay. You just said about line deliveries. Which?
Bro, another witch. Maybe that
I know
girl.
what's going on.
Maybe that dead father that's his daughter. Because like there's no way.
Wait, the dead father. What?
In the beginning, that girl's father, he died. He was a witch. Maybe that's his child.
I mean, oh right. You're saying that's why, because she inherited her magical powers from the dead witch father who.
Yeah.
I mean,
Think about it.
know, but I considering she blushed in a previous scene regarding like face touching thing that you said that
Maybe
you
the girl
am I right
has
to.
witch powers.
I really. Okay, yes, but but I hope they're not related, because that face touch scene would kind of be
That would
like
be kind
the
of
Kiss Strikes Back.
kind of Sweet Home Alabama. That'd be a Sweet Home Alabama
Exactly.
moment right there.
Yeah, or Leia for sure.
I might be one, but what is the difference? I saved all. About that, if I ever used my power, you would have. Huh? Wait, stop! I did nothing wrong!
If I didn't use my power, you all would have
I
died.
did nothing wrong. There. Yeah, I get what goes you saying about
Burn
lying.
the witch! Burn the witch!
Even them, even the
The Salem witch trials right here. I'm telling you.
The witch, burn the witch, and what's going?
I'm
Burn
telling
the
you.
witch,
This is
burn the witch.
history. What? This is literally history repeating itself, bro. But in animation, like literally, what the Salem witch trials right now. Burn the witch.
I was going to say, I don't know if it's history repeating itself necessarily, because I don't know what time period it actually is. They just call it.
I think
the
it was
Guardians
in
just
like the 1600s or something. Like somewhere.
maybe
It was
the Guardians just the Guardians just call things like the past, present, and future. They don't really
It's not
specify.
that recent. It's not that like old. It's not like 400 BC. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
understood.
like in between. Like
Yeah,
the
I do.
1200s.
Yeah, again, I get it. I understand. I'm just saying that they don't specify. But yeah, it's much like not so history repeating itself, because it's not like it's in the present day or anything or in the future, but it is just history being. Oh my goodness, KW wants a segment. Is this just the thing now? People just come in to say
He'll
like
just
one
join
thing and
when
then go.
they.
Oh my
I
goodness.
wanna
Okay.
join right now. See, where'd Maya go though? That's the question. Where did she go?
Maybe that's what I should do. I should say like I should have like 2 permanent guests, and then people can pop in one by one if they had to say something.
I'm not permanent guest right
You rule everyone. You can pop in, but you have to leave if you're the other person.
That means I can pop in during your stream now. So let's go. Which would be like Let me pop in real quick. I gotta say something.
Will that encourage you not to get like too engrossed, so engrossed you can't even comment, like you said before? I remember that. Okay, well, both for KW. Let's continue.
The witch! Burn the witch! Burn
Still
Burn the
shuffling
witch!
around. You're all
He
witches
don't even
because
got a
you can't
mouth.
keep your feet still.
the witch! Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Burn the witch!
Oh no!
Burn
There's
the
no way
witch.
that with my lightning powers I could get out of this situation. Possibly
Real.
escape now. I'm going
I'm
to
with
die.
the people. I'm with the people. We're burning that witch. I'm with the people. We're burning her.
And I went from like, oh, I relate to this character so much because I blush with this cute girl as well, to turn like, oh wow, get rid of her. Don't like her anymore.
Burn the
Anyways,
witch.
hi KW.
Burn the witch. Burn the
I
witch.
don't even know what to say right now.
I mean, I hoped you did because that's the reason you just started to come in here.
She uses a free excuse to join the live. Well, what do you mean?
Wow. And that
Okay,
has been the
look,
KW
I just
section,
want-
everyone.
I just want to say this real quickly. I do not understand this story. There's apparently a tornado, then there's some sort of magic, and now she's getting blamed by something. Like, I am so lost in
She's
this
getting
story.
burnt.
I know I should.
She looks like, she
Okay,
looks like me.
You haven't. Okay, the rest of the Guardians, so there's like a lot of context that you're missing out on, so I understand why you're confused.
Oh, I know.
I'm
It's
confused,
just,
but
I
I'm
was
just
just
chilling.
like,
Don't worry, you're not alone. I'm confused. But I'm just chilling. I feel like I know everything. Because I'm just that cool.
Yeah, so
Burn the witch.
so this
Burn
character
the witch.
Hiki is actually the leader of this group of 10 people, depends on what part of the story you're on, called the Guardians, and
The Guardians of the
they're
Galaxy.
supposed to be like more like Guardians of the Timeline, but close.
what?
But the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, and
sounds better.
so different Guardians hail from different time periods along the timeline. So the past, future. Now, how they determined exactly where present lies is never explained because time is relative. So
Well, it's where
this will
it's
be
where present lies.
yeah.
What do you?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's
So like
where-
this moment now is the present. It will then become the past, and at one point it was the future. So like
It'll become the past in like a minute.
it become the past like in a microsecond. But
Real.
but yes, so at some point they decided that okay, here's the present, here's the past, here's the future, and we're just going to
If
have
you think about it,
that.
every day is the past. Every second is the past. If you think about it.
Yes, every second that you have lived
mean-
up until this point is now the past. Yes.
Because it's like, say I just broke my leg, right?
Yes. We understand. Yes, that's what I was getting at. So yeah, but I know they decided that. I don't know how, but they did, and then they had to actually defend from a threat because that was coming after one of them who was supposed to be the queen, but whatever. Yuki was not the queen, but she is the lead group, and she held last. Now there's a new threat coming after the Guardians after they defeat the main threat, and that's why she has now fled into the past, it seems, and is take refuge there. But unfortunately, problems still emerge because tornado and also albinism and lesbianism. So there you go.
Albinism? Oh, what's that? Oh wait, never mind.
Hope that. Because
I
it's
know what that is.
very hard to paraphrase.
I mean-
You just kind of have to experience all of it.
I guess I don't know. I may just need to watch the series on my own.
Can we go back to Burning
there's
the
a
Witch?
tornado, there's magic, there's people after her. What?
Yeah, it's one.
Or
It's
after
one of
me.
those series that's very hard to summarize because with some shows you're like, okay, so I don't know, just describe Ben 10. 10 to 16-year-old kid is aiming to transform, defeat evil. Great.
I think he's like 16, like
And then-
16, 15,
yes, 10 to
14.
16. That's what I 16.
Why
I
10
got
to
to
16?
admit something.
That kid is not a 10-year-old hanging out with like 20-year-olds. There's no
Wait,
way.
okay.
I said Jalen 10 to 16 because he starts the
Yeah,
series off at
But
goes
more
to
like
become
13
16.
to 16. Because why would like a 10-year-old be hanging out with 20-year-olds?
What on earth
No,
are you
okay,
talking
look,
about right now?
I'm talking about why Ben 10 would be 10.
So I take it back. Most people can understand Ben 10 fairly well. Clearly, there are some exceptions, but
Wow, that's
then
so
you get series
mean.
like Game of Thrones. So,
That's so-
okay, so then
You're so
this
mean.
season this happens, and this season this happens, and all that stuff, and it's like, my goodness, if you attach like a random episode, you'll have no clue who any people are because chances are
I
they'll be
love
dead.
Ben 10. Ben 10 is happy.
I don't
No, actually,
believe you. I don't be exposed to Ben 10 at this point.
I have.
no,
Watch
I
as a kid.
actually watched the live action Ben 10 movie. That's the only Ben 10 thing I've watched, and that was years
I've seen
ago.
all the shows. I've seen like all the shows.
Was that Alien Swarm?
I think so. I have to double check on that. It's like been years. I just remember watching it, and it was live action.
My generation.
Fair enough. Yeah, I remember that one particularly. Oh wait, actually, I think there's two of them. Yeah, Alien Swarm is like later on. Yeah, the Ben to I think the one you're talking about is like one who he does go to school. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just remember like that's how I know Ben 10.
The same school as Friends for some reason, which was never a thing before. But anyway.
Stop! I don't want to die!
Oh, that's go for it.
I don't want to die. That sucks for you.
Oh no, it's the Salem witch trials.
That's
if only
what
there was a
I
way that I
said.
could control
You
the
stole my
yeah.
saying.
Now you know how I feel, Jalen, with you repeating like everything I say.
The Salem witch trials is given.
Yeah, well, if only there was a way.
Say that. We
This
should just say
character
that
could
to
make it rain
Jacob.
to escape.
Getting up on him. Just say that over and over again.
Uh-huh.
Help! Please! All I
What the heck is
Use
that?
your powers.
Hold
Hello.
on,
What they're for.
Hold on, I think that. See, you just stole an idea from me again. Okay, right. Let me just go back because I think that might have been an error on my end because I don't think the file would have loaded that slow.
Stop! I'm innocent! I don't want to die!
Why do the guys look like bearded lady?
Burn
Like they're
Yeah.
look like bearded lady.
Can we talk about the fact that the file dropped out? Instead of rising naturally, it's been cropped so that you have an image of it. Here's an idea: use green screen effects. Don't use a fire where you have to like chop and just. And if you want to chop, slice it off like that because that's how. Oh my word! That is something else.
Is this a real life? Is this a fantasy? Caught in a land.
All I wanted was to save you!
It's just like transitions.
It's giving torture. It's giving torture right now.
She's dead.
That fire is longer than the pirates. It's
giving torture. You can't catch.
Okay, so that was a flashback to her actual life. So the tornado thing
was
fake.
Oh my god!
Dang it!
Kind of confusing.
That scene was
wearing the exact same dress that she was like given in the past, or like a very dress. And so when you actually
the fire was giving torture
in this timeline. Then suddenly it becomes a little bit more distracting. I guess their hair could have been a bit of a giveaway, but then also that means that the previous scene with the ginger girl is also part of the actual past, despite the fact that right before that we had the dress being given.
Was never real.
The montage past. Oh god. Okay.
That's the fire
well,
scene.
probably this episode sucked, but the creator or whoever else made this. I mean, I can see why.
I always get to this point in the Guardians where, you know, despite the fact that I like know what's going on, there's always a moment in the Guardians which just brings me back to like, what the heck is going on? So yeah, although that does raise the question: if she did come back to her exact same time period, does that mean there's another her just roaming about here, or she come back to like after she left originally, and that's why she can come back and take like her own place, maybe?
Who knows? Bro's crying.
Taking place, music cuts out very quickly. That would have faded.
Cry, cry, cry.
I'm not safe anywhere.
She's crying because
Anywhere I go, they'll try to kill.
Nice parody.
Why should I be truthful? I shouldn't be myself. If I'm not myself, I'm safe.
You know, the considering the fact that we know this character's a lesbian, the allegory here is actually like very, very like well integrated. If I'm not myself, I'll be safe. Yeah, I get what you're going for here.
Still not right. I still
It's the fire being cropped, but also good allegory.
You missed
like just right
You
now.
missed a torture moment,
Listen, I don't think people know how
Wait, are
fire
we still
works.
on episode 9? I just
re-explain
need to double check on
Yes,
that. Are we
it is.
still on
Yes,
episode
it
9?
is.
We're about to finish it, but yeah.
God.
don't want to help others. Why? Me? I don't trust PRL because they were never there for anyone when they attacked.
Oh, 1 month ago, by the way, means 1 month ago in the present part of the timeline, not the past, which is technically, several millennia ago. Oh my god, this show does not handle its time travel very well. I've said it before, but oh my goodness.
Attacked us.
Okay,
I can't blame
good
them
to
for
know.
Axel's attacks and
Yeah. Also, if you wonder who Pial is, that's one of the people who's after the Guardians currently. And this is what Yuki looks like normally. And this is Miyuki, another one of the Guardians, who is actually one of the main characters.
it was Romrio's private investigation. But I still blame them for Yumika's imprisonment and my mother's death.
Whoa, when her mom
okay,
died? That's kind of crazy.
Mother's death. Wait, what? Am I
Her
supposed
mother's
to... Oh
death.
god, I probably need to watch this show.
Yes, watch this show. Definitely watch this show.
Apparently, they can't kill the current Guardian.
Do it as a reaction.
Yes, absolutely. Go for it. 100%.
Trauma dump? I know, right?
They can
I mean,
kill people related to the old Guardians that are from the future.
So, the reason.
oh yeah, that's another thing. I forgot to mention this as well. So get a load of this logic. So there was other Guardians that came before them. They're not the first generation of Guardians, but they live in they were from 3 different points in the timeline, which means that as of right now, some of the older Guardians aren't even born yet. The predecessors of the main characters some of them have not been born.
What?
And some of the current generation of characters, and some of the current characters who, from the past, would have died of old age before the older Guardians were in the present.
What is this? What? What? No, you're joking, right? Jacob, please tell me you're joking.
Wait, what are we laughing at?
Jacob, are you joking?
What are we laughing at?
Jacob, are you joking?
No, I am not joking. That's actually how this show works. And there was a queen from the first who was, I think, was from the beginning part of the time, at least, but reincarnated to different people. But they're they're the same.
No.
I did laugh at you.
No.
Do it.
No.
So at one point, there was like
I think I need to go die at all now.
There was someone.
Jacob.
Bro's dying.
Why? Why are you joking? Oh, this is a joke. I'm on vacation with my family right now.
I don't even know why we're laughing right now.
I felt like I was going to fall on my chair for a second.
Wait, why are we laughing?
Jacob, this is a joke, right? This is lying. This is lying. This is lying, right?
I feel like
I'll laugh at
your
your cheese
experience
all
right
you
now
want.
is what BB was like, and finding out it was all like a documentary. Just that. That's what happened.
Oh, I didn't think I was gonna die at all.
Just another player in the game too.
Yes, I needed this after Frederick
Full throttle.
Let me see if it's because
What?
I think we've destroyed KW. Yep.
she is the co-leader of PR. I would have expected them to care a bit more.
Yeah, I'm just dead.
Seems to me that anything. It doesn't matter. I can protect myself. Can you?
Yes, I'll run away,
Nope.
never come back.
Yes.
I'll use my tornado power.
Are you sure you're okay? I said I'm
Just
fine.
stay.
How dare you think I'm?
Yeah, I said I'm fine, Ron.
Present day, guys. This is the present.
No, but that's like an actual
Present.
thing that I bring up in the Mutant Girl like all the time. Is this idea that actually we do it in Fallen Angels too. Whenever someone says they're fine, they're not, and they get called out for it. Reason being is because some people on Discord did that when we were writing the show, and it just blended to the story. But there you go. Don't give her ideas. That's this episode. That's what happened in a way. Well, she applies, but for the most part.
But how can I protect others if I can't even handle myself?
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Slay, Slay.
I do not even know how to feel about this.
Slay, Jacob. He's dying from
So.
doing that.
What do you think of episode 9?
I don't really have any pros or cons.
Not gonna lie, it was pretty confusing.
Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. We got another ghosty section.
Oh god.
I got another ghosty segment. Here we go.
Yeah, Ghosty, go ahead. You do it for me.
Okay. What was that ending? What was that?
I didn't even see that ending. I was not paying attention.
Well, I think
girl
it's going to go
said-
back into like the rest of episode 10. You know, being like, oh well, we're under attack right now. How can I help Yuki what she's going through? Like if we're going through so many other
Let's
things.
just watch episode 10 and then just not watch Clamai. Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
We're not-
I get it. I get why you
Why is
didn't
not
remove the
today?
ending.
It's another day.
I get it. I get why you
I
didn't
know, I'm
remove
just joking.
Shut. Cool, you Tato. I have one thing to say. I have a lot of things to say, actually.
I'm sorry. Please continue, Ghosty. I'm sorry. You have the stick. You have the fucking stick, so go ahead.
What was that ending? I get it. You want to leave on a cliffhanger, but the line delivery did not indicate a cliffhanger. I thought more was going to be said, and then we just cut to music. We cut very weirdly to the ending music, which it's not really a cliffhanger.
That's the problem, it seems.
Yeah, that is the problem, it seems, because it seems like you're trying to create a cliffhanger. It felt like more after the episode was going to be said by the characters. But it wasn't, which gave me the indication that there was more on the way. No, there wasn't. As I'm finding out. That line delivery,
Yeah, I know. It's like when you start like a sentence.
Like, I get it. I'm one of those people who needs to stop in the middle of a sentence to think of what I'm going to say next. But when you're reading a script, you don't really need to do that. Please.
Yeah, that's what like other lines and other takes are for.
On the episode of Theater Theater Showdown, I expressed vehemently that you can ask a voice actor to retake, they won't be mad at you. This is one of those examples where a retake might have been necessary. Because I don't think this is just
not the ones that you want to keep hiring.
By voice alone. By voice alone, that last line did not express the emotions you probably wanted, and it left me very confused.
Wait, what was the line again? The last line? I forgot now.
I can kind of. Let's see.
I just wanted to make sure I got the line right.
But how can I protect others if I can't even handle myself?
Yeah, that feels like it was the first take. Was I protect others? You know, that's the line, right? Okay, right. Do another take. No, that's brilliant. We got it now. Oh,
Like,
okay.
I would have done something like a little more dramatic, like, oh, how can I hope to protect others if I can't even defend myself?
How can I protect others if I can't protect myself? I'm scared. I might lose them if I don't do anything.
Yeah, the voice actors
Is that
in this
way
show
better?
have improved. Yeah, the voice actors in this. Yes, it is. The voice actors in this show have improved like over time because like beforehand, most of them sounded like they were just reading a script the entire time. Now, when you get a few of them,
How
here and
can
there
I
that are
protect others
get
if
it.
I can't protect myself?
Like,
Sad
Edwin,
emoji.
like, I have watched part of this, and yes, I know they, like, have improved. But on one hand, I gotta question, but why though?
They still have a ways to go. They still have a ways to go. Is
Yeah,
what I was trying to say at the end of that. Yeah.
it still has some mileage left. Some of the line takes and reads are still very awkward.
Yeah.
People
I
need
gotta
to do some
say,
retakes. Like the Ponies
please.
movie, I know I should have done retakes. I'm just gonna die in a hole because of the Ponies movie.
Hey, look, I watched my own performance from retakes in that one.
It was rough, okay? But yeah, honestly,
Yeah,
I feel like this episode.
fan favorite VA.
God. Like, I need some male VAs. I don't have very much male VAs, so.
You go.
Anyway,
Any male VAs?
Yeah, so, but, yeah, like this last episode, I do not know much about the Star series. Obviously, I need to definitely watch it so I know what everyone's talking about. But, like, that line that everyone's been talking about, I feel like you should add more emotion and definitely retakes and such. It just feels like it's, I don't know how to describe it.
Josh, in the comments here for a second. Like, I get it. They're trying their best. But sometimes pointing out the flaws in something can help with the improvement and development of it. Like me passing my editing by Jacob or passing the other VA lines past Jacob to see if there's any, alterations they need to see if I can make them like clearer or more exact. Or to get the tone
Or
I
the TV
want,
doesn't
I
fly
can ask
away.
for retakes.
Or the TV doesn't.
Oh, don't worry.
Float, it's like that.
Yeah,
the
like
TV
Jacob has given me advice on how to do like the voice lines better and how to make sure like if I want to keep things secret, I can keep things secret but still emphasize on what's happening in the scene so Jacob will know about stuff in the future. It's always a good idea to point out flaws and everything and help them improve on it. Yeah, no, like in general, but I'm just like saying, for example, the Ponies movie, you said like from the lines you did were a poorly job for the movie. And I'm like, okay, so this is what I need to improve on. It's always a good idea to point out some of the flaws and help improve on those stuff. If you don't, tell the people what they could do better and everything, they could, I don't know.
Make a better product.
I lost my voice. Yeah, it won't make any progress. Like with Komai.
Yeah,
Komai has progress. Like there's no more jump cuts. And I'm only keyframing.
When I point out the transitions in here, like most of the transitions are really creative, but most of them just, weirdly cut from scene to scene to scene, and it just feels really awkward. Like some time could have been put in between the voice actor finishing the line and then a moment of calmness and then you cut. Sometimes it's necessary.
Theater Takedown, like I did not really enjoy the first episode of Theater Takedown because there were so many like camera panels, like I was getting like actually really dizzy and everything because they keep moving the cameras and everything. But then like when you see music freeze, there are camera angles and panels, but it was like the right speed, the right time, and there are still shots so you can take a break from those. And I really much enjoyed that more than always having the camera keep
all in
moving
moderation,
like 24/7. It's almost yeah.
Yeah, but as for like this, as for Guardians Season 2, Episode 9, it feels like we're jumping from like scene to scene to scene without a breather in between for us to, you know, think about what's really happening. And that is, I think, the biggest flaw this has right now.
Also, a sense of like
I think
what part, an actual flashback, and which parts continuing the story in the past physically versus the past of the character involved.
Yeah, like one thing I'm planning on
the
like
past
doing
stuff
for my own
confuses me.
editing.
Like when Trina told me about this sort of stuff, like how the timelines work and the past stuff and like the Guardians and everything like that, I'm just like, that's so many plot holes. That's just like, oh
Like,
god.
Yeah, this spoilers because I've watched all of Guardians so far on my own. This series does not handle its time travel very well at all.
Okay, well here's the thing.
Yeah,
time travel can be confusing. Like time travel can be confusing, alright? But I feel like if you want to do time travel, make sure you at least try to do better and try to make sure it does make sense. Otherwise, you're going to lose people because they're going to be like, huh? What? I don't get it. Who are these characters? What?
Like, one thing I'd suggest for, you know, past flashbacks is something in most editors, and I say most, and that is filters. Slap a filter on there, and it will help visually distinctify the past and the future. Like, I'm planning like for an old parchment film grain. Sometimes if you don't have overlays like that, you can just download a picture of a color from the internet, slap it over the film, and lower the opacity. And that works just as well.
Like in Combine, when I did sort of like a
darkness is done in this.
And now that I've said my piece, I am going to poof.
Goodbye. I'm just gonna say, like in Combine, this is not a very much.
I just.
No, I was just gonna say, like, because there is an episode where I did somewhat with the past, and I did like a little bit of filtering to say this is the past, and so that way people could tell like which one is the past and the present. So, and I feel like if you're gonna also tell like a different character's past, maybe put an emphasis on which character's past it is, so we don't get confused on whose past is whose, and you know that sort of ordeal. Because,
yeah. In the Mutant Girl, I go for the Aphmau flashback. I just literally and also I give a great scale filter, black and white. But Aiden shouted at me for that, so I decided to do not now. Before we continue, fix these things. That's good. Again,
nice
evolution and stuff. Okay, so there's one last thing I need to say about like how the Guardians is structured. Season 2 of the Guardians is doing a thing where, because we've followed the characters' journeys from the season, like how they came together and all that stuff, and now we're getting to learn a bit more about them. So the kind of episode that you watched just there about specifically, that was like, I guess, part backstory and also a follow-up at the same time, both in the past, but whatever. Of a particular character. And the other Guardians have episodes where they get their own focus as well. And those are all the odd-numbered episodes. The even-numbered episodes are the actual main story with the threat that is coming after them this season. So, yes, I guess since we're carrying on, time for me to first of all get him back in. Button or something, and now now. Let me load in. Episode. Episode.
Episode.
Sorry, episode 10. There's such similar numbers, you see. I can't tell the difference.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, we're Blythe.
Okay, lost. All right, fair enough.
Okay, so we're in the. Oh my god, the time jump. Jeez.
Well, I mean, I was expecting more of a time jump because normally the main episodes are set in the present with this big coronation that's supposed to go on for the reincarnated queen. Don't ask us a whole.
I thought there was a show that
we're back to
did this sort of thing where they go to the past and then the present. I thought I watched a show or something about that. Oh no, I can't remember it, and that's gonna. This episode is set in the present, but they're in the past. That doesn't make any sense to me. What? Oh god. It's like I'm alive. I heard him, and then he's going. Am I going? Oh, and Jacob's gone. Okay, okay. You know what? Guys, just so you know, Secret Supply Season 2, Episode 1 is coming out soon. Make sure you keep an eye on that. And also, I've been working on stuff and everything like that. Yes, I'm doing a little bit of self-promo here where we're bringing in Jacob because why not? Now I'm done. Oh, wait, also, no, wait, I'm not going to say anything because the last episode from my hasn't premiered yet, so never mind. It's not a 5-star basically. The timeline in the past, but we're following the Guardians currently. Sure, yeah, that totally makes sense in my head. Yeah, I don't know. I see Jacob is back. Hello, Jacob. Are you back?
Oh, I don't know what happened that time.
I can hear you and everything, so that's a good sign.
It certainly is. All right.
Oh wait, I just realized my profile picture is the old version of Anna and Fiona from my. Oh no, it's so bad. They don't even have black pupils. Oh. They look like they have
in low resolution, it does look terrifying. They're like eyes are glowing blue. Okay.
Oh god.
Let's get back to the Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Blythe?
Oh?
Hello?
Why do you...
I was just wondering.
Blythe is...
Blythe is being Blythe. Did she not say anything?
I hardly even see...
So...
Okay, so I'm guessing there's a reason that the door is in frame right now, because otherwise it's like, why do you put the person like under like that?
Typical. Hey, Yuki. Yes! Yuki! I thought we could have spent her day with her.
Okay, so I was gonna say something, but now I have questions.
I have
No, continue. That's my question.
Why is there an Elsa cake in the past? Is Elsa a real person in this past or something I don't know about? Are they doing a
Has Hans Christian Andersen even been born yet? Timeline? Does it even exist? Like, is there enough level appeal of the Snow Princess yet to warrant Disney making a movie millions of years before they even exist?
I get it if you can't draw cakes, but why an Elsa cake? Why? Just please tell me you have a explanation for that. Please. No, it's just
in fact, to be honest, like, was birthday cake even a tradition at this point in time? Like, did they have acts that? I mean, maybe it'd be like a very basic printed hat like that. Look at that hat.
It's just
that is printed out on like colored paper.
It's just For
Is what?
funsies' sake, I'm
Oh,
a darling. It's just for funsies. What?
Okay. We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide this time.
But Yuki's busy.
Right.
She's a
I'm not too happy
guardian.
about that either,
she's
but oh well.
she's a guardian after all.
Yeah, she has things to do. Unlike us.
Excuse me?
What? It's true.
Is it?
Anyway, our precious little child is now 8.
Yes, but analyzing the
Because we
cake, we
can.
analyze everything. This is what I got called out for doing in the music
We are
for each review.
storytellers
Like,
for a reason.
I do this with everything.
Think about it, I'm probably gonna analyze my book. Just saying.
Look, if Matrix Reloaded can dedicate an entire scene to cake,
So fast.
Stop treating her like a child only because she's younger.
She is.
Oh, what do I think of the book? Oh, actually, the book does fit nicely with the background, certainly.
Yes, thank you. That's actually pretty good. Good job. GG. Comes in the chat for
Yeah.
that.
It seems that there's just a bunch of women that can read at this point.
Smarter.
I feel so offended.
You know it's the truth.
Yeah, but
Oh my god, I'm so offended. Jeez.
Maybe this is not so reminiscent of the past as the last episode was,
I will hide.
Just
dialogue-wise.
act normal.
Yeah, so like Blythe?
Definitely not like Blythe.
Can you please open?
Cleo! Coming!
It's
Oh, I didn't expect a compliment. Why would you ask me to, like, are you trying to get, like,
Well, did you not want compliment?
Points as possible? I don't know.
Whatever.
Oh, so not giving compliments anymore then if you don't want compliments.
Yeah, no, we'll still
some
give them, yeah.
strange energy force.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Emily sometimes like makes people like uncomfortable with like genuine compliments, and then I can't remember who it was. But something when that happens.
What now?
Can we do anything?
Oh, and apparently, yeah, we're getting the ship. Okay. Oh, is this the same?
Oh,
girl
no,
from
there's a
Blythe?
step
It seems
here.
like it's like a little bit different, yeah. But okay, fair enough.
Where's Blythe? Seems like Blythe is popular today.
We don't know where she is.
Might be with Thomas.
She literally left.
Ooh, that's not good. Look, you see like Yuki's reaction there as soon as Thomas got mentioned. Something tells me Yuki doesn't like Thomas,
what?
or at least seems to like Blythe a whole lot.
Don't question the cake. It's best not to. We already questioned the cake. It's kind of too late.
The cake is definitely a lie this time, as confirmed by the creator.
A moment ago.
She did?
Also, Yuki.
Okay, that was really nice. Like having the moving of the chat. Now that is keyframing right there.
You might need a disguise.
Yes, I know.
We'll deal with that in the meanwhile.
Yes, she will.
Okay, I feel like this character on the left is just the Yumeka of the past. Except I think Yumeka is also from the past, so the Yumeka of this point in the past.
She will.
It will give Blythe some time to arrive.
If she ever will.
Ba-ba-da-ba! Turning you.
What is that? What? What? Pinkie Pie was like a Pinkie Pie moment. That was a Pinkie Pie moment, right? I am not. Why? Why is there a person with a trumpet? What? Think about it, please, for me. Please explain this to me.
I'm not even questioning the fact there's a trumpet in the past. I don't remember when trumpets were invented, so I can't confirm. I'm questioning the fact that it's just like it goes pop like that. It's like that one meme of Jane Animations where it's like or something like that. It's basically that. Which, by the way, someone made a remix of that. Turned like that into like an actual song with Jaden just like playing like the
Oh no! Oh no! They did it. They did it like this time, right? Again.
It is glorious.
Yuki.
I'm just gonna die in a hole again.
I'm so happy to see you!
Worried.
I know.
Okay, so Yeah, so that's definitely not the same girl from
It
the last
wasn't
episode.
in the script. Oh my god, it wasn't in the script apparently. What?
Wait, what
No,
wasn't in the
no!
script? The VA thing. Yeah. To be fair, I have done that before. If people are wondering why Mrs. Dysart has like some very weird like zoom in, zoom outs and like some like weird stuff with the camera like tilts and like flips and whatever.
Oh no.
A, I was trying to flex my editing at the time, and B, because because like that performance that Natasha gave as the original VA Mrs. Dysart was completely different to what we expected for like for what I was looking for. But it was like, okay, so she's just gonna say the lines as crazily as possible, and that's gonna be how this is done. So Mrs. Dysart has always
And they
been
did it.
written to have like regular lines with a little bit of eccentricity, but delivered in the weirdest way possible. Which is why, since Natasha left, she's so hard to recast.
I know you are, but I sense that everything is perfectly fine.
Well, it seems perfectly fine. However,
You have a bad feeling, don't you?
it's horrible.
Is this why you came to me?
Okay,
At
who's
least
the prince here?
I'm
What's
glad that you
going
can
on
trust
here?
Well, Blythe is with Thomas, it seems, and there's some elements that is coming to affect their lives.
Of course I trust you. But
Okay.
it's not
And also you can see the outline of their chroma key when you zoom in like that.
only about trust.
I think you play around a bit with the higher and lower thresholds on the chroma key to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Wait, how do
Thomas,
you
I'm
do
so
what?
scared.
I'm so learning about chroma key on, honestly.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing. I kind of glossed over that in the tutorial, but
Release the chroma key card, yeah.
Dobby has not heard of chroma.
Wow, my voice is terrible.
Dobby has not heard of chroma key.
Dobby's gonna die.
What are you talking about? Dobby is never going to die. Dobby plans to live.
Finn had to cuddle with me when he reads the book.
Dobby is going to be perfectly okay, and nothing will happen to Dobby.
I hope so, because Coin doesn't like sad things. When she gets sad, she makes a bunch of cupcakes, and Zane hates when I make a bunch of cupcakes because it will fill the house.
No, I don't. I love cupcakes. That's like one of my running gags, is that I'm always eating cupcakes. That's one of the reasons that Aphmau paired us together.
Oh, yeah! Wait, I am thinking of Caitlin. Yeah. I'm getting the characters mixed up. I'm just gonna die in a hole again. Bye. See ya. I'm failure. I can't keep up with the characters.
To be fair, I just rewatched the Aphmau video where she plays where she does like the Uno roleplay with Moika, Chris, and Mac, and how like
oh my god, I watched those too.
Yeah, people forgot like the details about the fact that Koichi used to work at IHOP and stuff like that, and about like different things in season 1. And for some reason, Ian came out to poison the water, even though Aphmau had already said it was season 1. I don't know. Anyway, I don't use chroma key. I use key chroma. In which case, play around with threshold high and threshold low in your key chroma.
All right then. Key chroma. Chroma key is the best thing for
It's all
green
okay.
screen.
For you and me.
I'm here to protect you from any danger.
Yes.
Is there anything I can do though?
No, it's okay. I'll just need to check up on Yuki to make sure that everything really is fine.
How? Isn't the lady from the future?
Oh god, the sleeves are back. The sleeves. The sleeves. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. No, the sleeves.
Yeah.
No.
I knew you were joking, by the way, Prism. I know that I did mention in my tutorial that some programs it is called like background remover or something like that. I'm sure there's like another. I guess depends on your
In
editor. If they can
CapCut,
maybe.
in
I don't know.
CapCut, we have an option for a chroma key, but you had to click on the cutout edit and choose chroma key. Because like apparently there's like 3 different options for removing backgrounds or characters and such, and the set backgrounds besides chroma key. I know it's weird, but hey, at least you learn something new every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Find a way, you know I will. I love you. Thank you for always being
Oh no, he was gonna get jealous.
by my side.
I'll always be here for you.
And
You
he's
stupid
gonna
potato.
die! I don't know. I'm just getting here.
I'll always be potato. Say, what's this emerald-colored tint around me? That can't be a hint.
Ugh. Why are we here without Blythe?
We need to take matters into our own hands. Cleo's pretty good at tracing the energy source.
It's because I know where it's coming.
She is really good at like getting into like disguises when she actually tries, which is weird how she like just a hood for the entire last episode.
Oh, right. Cleo.
Yeah. Diana, she is Yuki.
Oh, right. Yuki.
What do you even need Blythe for? Explain it to us, child.
Child?
Wait, hold on. Do they not know that? Whatever.
It's nothing too serious.
Whatever.
I'll go and deal with this alone, okay? I shouldn't try to bother you.
Are you sure? We can still help you in some way.
We could go see if Blythe has returned yet.
Yes, that would help. I still need to talk to her about something.
Make me laugh. What was that?
I don't know. Some of the sound effects in this are a little abstract, let's say.
Because
Don't you worry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go, Ladybird.
I do appreciate sometimes how like the capking off screen, but you'll still have the person's reaction in the moment. Then again, that might be just like forgetting to pan over at a different shots, but it works sometimes.
I mean, it's not bad. Definitely not bad for sure.
If it isn't Gerald.
Shh.
You disappear for 4 months and the first thing you say to me is shh.
I was planning. Now, can you please let me?
No, that must be born planning. 4 months. What do you plan during that time?
I didn't plan for 4 months.
Well, then you should have.
Wait, he has some weird eyelash.
I need to
Not
tell
eyelash. I saw it all.
to experience reality
He has
once
a weird
more.
eyelash. Oh no.
It's been a
Oh
while
no.
since I've been.
Don't you control reality?
It's hard to manage. It would have been so much easier to destroy this dimension.
Couldn't he just manifest a version of himself that could then check up on Diana if that was one of the things that we need? Like just if he controls reality, he could definitely be more than one place at once.
If I could, in fact.
Maybe. I don't know. I never watched Guardians. This is my first time.
Yeah, I don't remember a Gerald. Then again, some of these characters go by different names at different points in the story, so maybe Gerald is actually
Like, is there some sort of reincarnation going on here?
well, there is reincarnation in the series, but I don't think we're at that stage.
Okay.
I mean, technically speaking, we could, like I said before, see some of the old Guardians and new Guardians coexisting, but I don't think that's ever going to happen in the show because I'm pretty sure that was a plot hole, major oversight. So, oh, Joe was an inside joke that made it. Oh, okay, so he is new. All right, fine.
What?
I was going to say, was he like Yuki's brother or something? Yumeka's brother, I mean.
That's strong.
I forgot what Yumeka's brother's name actually is. But yeah, I thought it might have been him because of the whole like staying in the void and whatever.
It's Bobby,
Wait, what
for
do you
sure.
mean by
Yeah, 100%. Bobby.
I am Yumeka. This is my brother, Bobby.
Roy.
You know what I mean.
Thank you. It's Yami. There we go. I should have remembered that because it was, Bob.
wait. Yami from Black Clover is in it.
I was thinking Yami from Yu-Gi-Oh, but sure.
Why?
Because it's pointless. It just gets in my way.
There's so many
It
Yamis
literally
in
doesn't.
anime.
You would
Just
know,
saying.
wouldn't you?
I mean, there are some names that just kind of come up in different points because they are just like just actual Japanese names, but yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
what
no,
the
like
candle
there
is
were
for?
times where when people talk about like different anime characters, and I'd be like, "Which anime character are you talking about?" We're like, "Oh, this character from this show." I'm like, "Oh, I thought you were talking about this character from this show." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Please, just what's the?" And when sometimes you just have characters with the same name, and then they're just like from different shows.
Yeah,
It's so annoying.
it does depend. I tell you what, Dragon Ball doesn't have that problem because all the names are puns and they are very specific. So maybe that was deliberate. I don't know. Maybe that was part of the plan. We need to protect the
Back
world
about
from
Dragon Ball Z that you didn't know.
protect the world from Bobby.
We need to protect
Ever. Oh, actually, to be fair, now that you mentioned that, one of my like oldest shows is a show called Forges Pascal. I never gave the oh wait, yes, maybe Forges Pascal was Tertius Hazelwood. One of those two, I gave the main character's name as just Robert. Oh, it was Tertius Hazelwood. So the Tertius Hazelwood Robert. It's like he didn't give himself a intimidating name. Whatever. He's just Robert.
Robert, he's an evil man. Robert is here to steal your soul. Robert, you better run away.
Robert, you will destroy it all. There we go. Nice ABAB.
Yes, I mean, it's mostly there for communication.
You communicate through candles.
I do.
Oh, I forgot. That was the thing from before. I think that was the thing in a previous episode. Candle communication, yeah.
Most people do.
I don't.
Yuki.
Robert is not too bad to nickname him Bob. Or Bobby. Yes, I could just have a villain Bobby.
Bobby. What's up, Bobby?
Trying.
How do you know?
Ask yourself that question.
Wait a second. Let me get back to... You call it dimension, right? Is it because the 3 timelines split up?
Get it. It's not.
What do you mean the 3 timelines? Wasn't it 1 timeline but 3 different points on the timeline? Why are there 3 timelines now?
3 timelines. It's 3 different dimensions. Which...
Oh! So
is Bobby the Meeting Girl season 3 villain? Oh no.
Okay, so your plan here is to fix. Oh no, that's Dak. Well, for now anyway. Yeah. So you're going to fix the time travel issues that I mentioned before by saying that they're not actually timelines or points on a timeline, but they're in fact dimensions. So you have the past dimension, the present dimension, and the future dimension instead of before. Okay.
And I thought ponies was bad with the universes and such. I'm just saying, I don't know what
we haven't really explored the universe yet in Pony, so we don't know how bad it's going to be or how good.
Well, technically, you predicted everything about ponies, so I was like...
I predicted like one thing. I predicted like the main group's motivation and raison d'etre. That's not really like how their universes operated. You know,
I know, yeah. You're just like, oh yeah, I bet you think they're here because of this, and I'm just like, I didn't say, oh god. Things are just easily predictable.
Didn't spoil it.
Oh god.
All right. Well, look forward to that paying off in the future. So that was the plan from the start. So you've been calling these things the pun future for a season, like a season and like 2/3, based on how long the previous season was. And only now are you going to be like, oh, it was dimensions the whole time. Why? What was the point of deceiving everyone to thinking it was time travel? Because that clearly not work in your favor in the long run. I'm
Oh my god. Think about a constellation. You got someone get confused by their own series.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I don't. Also, I don't. Oh god. Okay.
First,
Yeah, I'm not-
Bonnie the Bunny got imitated by Baby Bird, saying that the extras for Singers of Flex were canon.
Hold
Now
on.
that's not
Did
canon
you take-
anymore.
Wait, back it up. Back it up. One is a dimension and two are timelines. What are you talking about? What do you mean two are timelines and one is a dimension? Oh, so what? The past and the future are on the timeline of a dimension separate from the present? Or is the past
The past is not their past, but the present and the future are connected. I'm just gonna go die in a hole now again. Like, how many times did I die in a hole with someone?
Why? You think?
Oh my god!
How is this the plan from the start? You're as bad. You're on Gerald levels of planning here. Need to call a meeting. You know what? Join the stream. I'm sending you a link. We're gonna do a Prism section right now. You're coming in. Right,
Oh my god! Oh no! Guys, we made Jacob better, man, for this. This is a special.
We are solving this issue. But also, you just said one dimension, two aren't. Let me just rewind this line for a second.
Not 3 timelines anymore. It's 3 different dimensions.
Okay, so first of all, it's not 3 timelines anymore.
3 different dimensions.
Okay, fine. I'll delete the message then. Oh wait, I can't. BB, can you delete that link, please?
Oh, maybe
right,
maybe he has a better answer. Maybe, but come on, Joy. Maybe you have a better answer for this.
It's already been 2 hours. We don't need BB to prolong it indefinitely. Oh, Ghosty's here. Wait, Ghosty, before you say anything, can I just
maybe you have an answer.
Can I just break down this last line? It's not 3 timelines anymore. Is already a thing that opens up several cans of worms, but it's not timelines anymore. It's 3 different dimensions. So not 1 dimension and 2 timelines. It is in fact now, as established here, 3 different dimensions. Or maybe it's a timeline and 1 dimension and 2 timelines in the present, because in the past it used to be 3 timelines because we're in the past still, unless the past is now the actual separate dimension, in which case it would exist independently of the rest of it, and then it wouldn't change.
Okay.
Ghosty, go ahead. You have to talk your stick now. Go ahead.
What kind of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey BS is this?
I don't know anymore. I don't know this timey wimey stuff anymore.
Here. Slow down. Let's all.
I'll give you my social hotspot if if you need it. Just let me know.
Let's all take a breather and try to figure out what's happening. Like, I get it, you're gonna cry, but we are too. We are confused.
Okay.
Like, my only explanation for this, for the 3 separate dimensions, if they messed up something in the past to break the timelines where now they're all separate dimensions. But that still doesn't make sense, but that's my best.
Like, in this case, I'm gonna bring up the concept of alternate realities instead of dimensions.
Yeah, maybe that.
In that case, you're creating a separate form of reality, not a separate dimension. That dimension implies another world that cannot be accessed via time travel.
Yeah, I think maybe the dimension was like a parallel. 3 different parallel dimensions that have evolved at different rates, or that possibly started out at different times, and so now one of them is much further ahead than the other 2, and then one of them is significantly further behind. Maybe, but if it's 2 dimensions now, I feel like we can.
I decided to join this because why?
You had something to say originally, and then you said, "Oh, I don't know."
At this case,
I did say something.
I'm messing up. I'm digging my grave. No, don't do that. You've just created your. Like, I don't know if you, like, know anything about, like, the general trope of time travel. I'm guessing you know quite a bit, judging that your flagship series is based off of it. But I'm just gonna say, digging your own grave? Nah, you've just confused everything. But that's okay. It's 100% fixable with some simple logic.
Yeah, what you've done, what you have dug here is like just a big hole for yourself. That the more you try and fix it, it seems like
Okay, fine, I
without
messed
knowing how
up.
to fix
I'm
it,
digging my
the more
grave.
we're adjusting that now. The harder
I
it's going to
saw
be
this
to
series
reach
because
out
of
of it.
a WikiHow article.
Okay, wait. I
Okay.
need more on this story. Please elaborate on this story, but we continue to hear the rest of this line to get more context.
Like,
I'm so confused. Dun 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 dun. I'm so confused.
It's the same date, but in a different year, basically. But
Okay, so I guess in that case that means that the all three dimensions follow the Gregorian calendar after its invention. So if people, I think Jaden was mentioning before, like that it was like that she thought it was like the 1600s or something timeline. So I guess it is after the invention of that calendar system. It seems like it's the same dates throughout the rest of it. So,
so it's the same dates, but they're branching timelines based around.
yeah, same date and same year system, but different years because the dimensions have started out at different points, or maybe it's the same dimension that happened to reboot a couple of times, and now there's two lagging behind that are the present and the past, respectively.
That would actually, kind of solve the problem. Kind of, but not really. Sort of, but kind of not.
It would also give a reason as to why the older Guardians exist, because that would mean that within the past of each of these dimensions they existed, but you're not able to travel back into those. Unfortunately, in the last episode, it does seem that Yuki was relying on the fact that certain things. Oh wait, no, I guess they would have been to be founded. It does raise the question of like, did it like do the same people who existed in this past realm, do they exist previously in the other dimension? They just happen to not be to not be like guardians or members of Pial or anything. That's the other question about this.
Like this.
What did I miss? More questions.
Well, you kind of solved the problem, but ended up raising more questions as a result.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a perfect spur of the moment thing. I can sometimes do perfect spur of the moment resolutions, but not this time.
Like, it's not a perfect fix, but it is somewhat coherent-ish. I have no idea what's happening, but I'm rolling with it. Eat the questions. I'm sorry, but these questions are inedible. I'm afraid you're going to have to eat them.
I just have nothing to say right now, just because I'm just like dead silent in shock of what's happening here. Because I have to admit, like time traveling just doesn't make sense generally. I understand that, but I do like the time traveling stuff in Back to the Future. Any game has an interesting story with time traveling. Do they have flaws? Yes, but I still enjoy them. But like, yeah, even in Azkaban and like Harry Potter generally. But like with this one, I'm just so lost for the time. Like, yes, I haven't seen the Guardians. I do not know how this works. But since Jacob is dying right here in this episode, especially, I think I understand that this traveling stuff just gets more confusing and more as we watch it, because apparently now all of a sudden all of them were like 3 different dimensions, and something is happening and they need to fix it or whatever. I don't know. it's just a weird concept for me because why are they three dimensions? Why not like three different timelines, like in Ocarina of Time? Because there is in Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time has three different timelines depending on what happens to Link. Like, couldn't you just done that?
Need how complex it is.
Like, I somewhat get this, to which I could say, you are solving the problem a little bit, but kind of.
Oh god, Financial Friends is gonna have a time traveling stuff in the next game, isn't it?
Yeah,
hopefully not.
You know something, KW. Your confusion here reminds me of the fact that that when I first started reviewing the Guardians, I think it was like the early days of the live reviews of Gacha reviews, so it was like it was still catching on. So back at that point, I was still getting questions as to like, oh, people saying like, oh, I should watch the newer episodes or something, and also from I think from Prism himself at one point just being like, no, please don't watch the first two episodes. The reason that I didn't do that was so that I wouldn't at one point end up as confused as KW is now. That's why I watch shows from the beginning, apart from the fact that I have to see the evolution of the creator over time, but also because like that's how you get the story and the context. Hello, KW. Bye, KW.
Like, in which case, I'm just going to say here, I've just been kind of cycling this through in my head, trying to decide how this could be remedied, this kind of trash we have here. Because this weird timeline thing, this is kind of a band-aid solution to a larger time travel issue. We're just kind of slapping a band-aid on the whole time travel thing. We're not making it any better.
We're applying.
I don't understand any of like the time traveling.
We're sprinkling like a layer of dirt on like the massive hole. It covered up a little bit, but not everything.
Not everything. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you used to say stuff like, "Oh, don't watch this episode. Watch the new ones." Now it's just like, "Oh, we're at the new ones. Just don't watch anything."
Nice though. I'm trying really hard. It's confusing for me too. My past self didn't give me much to work with. Yeah, I can understand that. To which case I say, yeah, this is not good. But there is a way we can fix this.
Yeah, like, I mean, come on, ponies need some fixing too. I mean, have you not seen the original series? Have you not seen, like, Moon and Girl? Have you not seen, like, all these other Gacha series? I mean, come on, look at Secrets of, like, Season 1. It was a thing, for sure. It was a good start, but still not the best start with all Gacha series. And so, just saying, like, there are definitely stuff that you just need to improve on, and that's okay. We're just giving you feedback and stop mentioning ponies. We can't help it because it's cringe. So when something is cringe, we have to talk about it.
This is why you said this as well. Like you're like, oh man, every time I say the word ponies or quote something that happens in the show or whatever, you have the exact same reaction.
Like, I'm just going to say, yeah. That's
because I'm a creator of ponies. I can do that sort of thing because I cringe at myself.
I have also mentioned the Guardians in like other streams as well, usually in a more positive example of something.
Yeah, the Guardians does some stuff really good. But I gotta say, I have actually a way we could probably fix this.
Gone?
Quote unquote, fix this.
Yeah, another layer of dirt
probably just
on the whole.
Sprinkling in more dirt. Like, instead of 3 separate dimensions, what would have made more sense is 3 different.
Yeah, Bart talks about this series is good. He told me, like, you should totally check it out, KW, because it's good. I'm telling you. It's like confusing, yes, but he said I should check it out, so I might do my own reactions. Who knows?
Do it, yeah.
Like, I do want to help a little, because time travel is actually a trope I'm very familiar with. It's a trope I've rubbed up against more than once when it comes to my own storytelling.
Yeah, I actually love time
Really?
travel stories as well myself. I just ban them in the Butterverse because I want my timeline to stay consistent.
Yeah, like
I was
maybe
protecting the sacred
ins-
timeline before the MCU started it, okay?
Hey, I
yeah, we
have
don't
a
need.
Back to the Future OC. I have to know. I totally do not have a Back to the Future OC. I don't know what you're talking about. Never mind. Anyways, yeah, we like time traveling. Yeah.
KW, could you can I speak for a moment?
Yes, yes, if you have the talking stick, there you go. There you go. Take it. I'm gonna go
I
stuff
am
the lips
so
now.
sorry
Go
to
ahead.
interrupt, KW. Like
No, it's okay. My bad.
the problem you're building right now, is something similar to Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Oh,
You are
no.
essentially creating multiple different realities. I'm going to drop the dimension thing because it doesn't make much sense, and I'm going to call them different realities. And different realities in time travel is basically kind of like timelines when someone breaks off the chain by making a decision that changes the universe.
Mhm.
Ah, so Everett's multiverse theory then.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, did
You
and oh wait, did you get that other thing in game? I was gonna say, like in Endgame, the person who helps Doctor Strange be Doctor Strange, he like talked about saying like, oh, if you take something into the future or whatever, it's gonna make a new timeline of sorts or whatever, making like a different timelines, like multiverse, and then there's sort of a field that leads into that. I think I do not know. I can't remember all my Marvel stuff. It's been a while, but I just remember they talking about that. And then, like, of course, like I said, in Back to the Future, when Marty McFly went to the past, it did something in the past where in his present timeline it's totally different and everything. It looks like I don't know. Time travel forward can be tricky, but it can be good as well if you find a way to tell about the time traveling. And I think maybe Spider just said something about the Flash. Okay, yeah, the Flash had a similar thing. It went to the past because Splinter's going as far as the Big Bang, accidentally creating a new multiverse, destroying the current one. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about the new Flash movie, but yeah, I think in the comics or something where Flash goes to the past and this whole stuff happens at least. That's what I remember. Like, there's like a bunch of time traveling stuff. Anyway, go ahead, go see.
Thank you. Like, there is kind of a way to fix this. Like, have them separate but functioning congruently. BB's talking about the comics. Okay.
Okay, good to know. Awesome. I
Oh
wasn't
yeah, she
sure.
refused to go and watch the movie, so yeah, definitely the comics.
Like, these. Isn't bad, but it isn't quite good either. Because you essentially have three different worlds with a few different set of rules offering a lot of different content incongruency, which is creating for you a little bit of a creator paradox. Which time do you focus on? And to which
Yeah.
how are you going to make the realms different from each other enough other than time period?
I mean, sort of kind of like, and Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, depending on what happens to Link, because there's like there's a timeline where Link's get defeated by Ganondorf, so there's all this bad stuff happening, and then there is a timeline where Link goes back as a kid, and there's some stuff happening in that timeline at the same time, and then there's one where Link still goes back to his timeline, but the adult timeline still exists, and there's a lot of stuff happening there. And so there was like 3 different 7 timelines going at the same time, and then eventually get somehow fixed with Hyrule Warriors or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, there's that timeline, time traveling stuff there.
Like, I highly suggest a Crisis on Infinite Earths scenario, or at least some way to reconcile or bring the timelines back together.
Definitely, for sure, yeah.
Seems weird, but as a writer, it will save you a lot of effort. It'll be weird for for sure, but it would kind of be a fix. I can't say it's a good fix, but it's the only thing I am thinking of to remedy your problem in a way that probably you can handle. Because three different parallel worlds operating at once can be confusing for you as a writer.
The only
Yeah,
issue
that's
with
very
like
true.
using the only issue with like Everett's multiverse theory in here is the fact that that opens up the possibility of literally just having infinite timelines rather than just the three. And from what we've seen in the series that is thus far, the three important timeline dimensions, also realities, whatever you might be, they are the ones where the Guardians hail from. They're the ones that the Queen was fighting to protect before, and they're the ones that are still in danger this very moment. So clearly they're the main that they're there to focus on. So unless there was like a particular decision or something that happened in just these particular three worlds, and rather than like, instead of infinite ones, I don't know if I would go for that as the origin of these. Everything else I like, but maybe like not at the source necessarily.
Oh, thanks to Nightmare.
Fuel.
No, it's just Nightmare.
It's Nightmare Fuel.
We both know that it's not. What's your name again? Oh, Yuki. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay.
Gerald, I've seen you again for the first time. Oh yeah, what's your name again?
Yuki, let me get back to work. I knew you were gonna listen.
You know what the
Despite the fact that it seems that oh, by the way, you just knocked an open flame at someone's trouser, like that's a terrible idea. With a flammable umbrella, no less, or a parasol. Yeah, but beyond that, I do like the fact that he's just like he decides to go with he says, "Oh, isn't that that's not your name? Is that your name?" But I remember just Yuki, right? Meanwhile, the others are like, "Oh, have you seen what Yuki's up to? Cleo, what's up?" No, Diane, I mean, like almost falling for the guys, it seems, or trying to pretend for it anyway. Also, Rip Yami. Oh, so it is Yami. See, I was onto something there.
Like, can
Guardians
I say
are
this
like
right?
Yami.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and just say Yami. Okay, so it was. I was right before. Yes, prediction again.
Because I'm one of you.
No, not anymore. Not since you decided to team up with Q.
Smart. How did you know?
I also do know that your heart skipped a beat when I said that. You didn't expect me to know that about you, did you?
My power includes heart monitoring.
I know way more than you think.
She's an
I know
offender!
way more than you
You
block.
wouldn't want me.
Yeah, like I said before, Yuki is usually the strong, confident leader type. In the previous episode, we did see like another side of her where she actually is more vulnerable now when she's alone. But this is more of the Yuki that we're used to.
Exposing your secrets to the Guardians, would you?
Again, it seems like he's supposed to get like really annoyed, but the line delivery just doesn't seem to support that. He's like so calm the whole way through. Something, I'm not trying to wait in the other room because I'm trying to call this late at night or something like that. Time and really go for it.
So, you do know what you're keeping.
You're talking about.
When you die once more, will you finally embrace your true identity?
Shut up.
Whatever. I avoid the dimension that gets in my way.
It doesn't.
Is.
I mean, maybe he just toyed with other infinite timelines. And these are the three that he kept. Don't go with that. That's a terrible idea.
We can travel here. It's slow,
That is
but it's a
a
sin.
horrible idea. Jacob, why?
Oh, snap, cracker, pop, see, reckon with the umbrella of doom!
I wouldn't be so callous as to suggest that that Yami decides to go full Katrina right now and decides to destroy a bunch of dimensions for the sake of it.
Oh, God, no! You want the freedom, Katrina!
See, there we go. That's the reference. That's how you reference ponies and get the reaction from KW. There.
Hiding me?
I would do anything for this dimension.
And your secrets?
Except use your powers to avoid getting burned, but we don't talk about that.
Bring it on then.
Give me a big old smooch.
She really came back for the parasol priorities. Cloned parasol for seconds, much like before. Her power really is cloning herself. Was bored, might just twist adventures. That's Zeno from Dragon Ball Super.
You know what? I'm having a slow week. Let's end a couple of worlds.
oh, I sneezed and just solar system. There you go. That was a long time to decide. Okay.
What was that, Looney Tunes? What was that, Looney Tunes crap?
Yeah, okay, so the pacing of this fight scene is abysmal right now. You have, like, ample time to choose your next move. This isn't PG, where you have, like, where it pauses time to select the button, like, stands there going, like, that the whole time. No, because what's happening here is it's like, oh no, I've been attacked. Okay, you healed. Oh, thanks. I'm gonna go over here now. Some nice around here. Right. Okay. I'm gonna throw one of these. I'm gonna throw these at you. But what kind of rock should I throw? You know? How about
Rainbow?
Oh, this one. Ah, yes. Whee! And there we go.
Rainbow, this is Leva talking to you. Please come back and watch this episode. Come on. Don't need your rocker lifestyle about what rocks you choose to, you know, to use in a fight.
Right.
I call you Rainbow.
This picture is very weird. I don't like it. As someone who plays RPGs, listen, as someone who DMs, I like making an inside joke where the villain is just taking some time to file their nails while the PCs are trying to decide what to do.
I need more of that in like shoujo anime, where like the main character's just transforming fizz, and the villain's just on a deck chair or glasses with a magazine, just being like, "Oh, you're done? Okay, cool. Right, fight time."
She's crazy doing that in Miraculous. That would be so perfect for Miraculous.
This boy.
To be fair, Miraculous is the worst for transformation. Miraculous at least keeps it like a little bit fast paced. If they do decide to make it sad from time to time. I was thinking more like Winx Club in terms of like sequences, because yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, okay, yeah, you know. Oh no, believe it, you're magical.
Oh my
god,
goodness.
that song.
You know what? You know what? I give a pass to the Enchantix transformation sequence because that song genuinely is a bop that I just love every time. Except for some reason in the Spanish dub, when they just you did it again, get it wrong. They sometimes they have like two separate recordings, and one in the Spanish dub, there's some episodes, Enchantix song is out of sync from the music.
Oh snap!
I think that might be. I think my kid was one of my early signs that I had like a keen ear for rhythm. You know, like how. No. You know what I mean. That was one of my early examples of like I tune into that so easily. It's like every time I hear it, it's like, oh my goodness, no, you're over for some
No, that's like what's the name of Ninja Turtles theme song. Yeah, no, that's like happening every time like the Ninja Turtles, especially from the 2012 theme song comes on. I was just like know like what everything happens and everything. And I was just reenact it. Oh god.
I mean,
like,
yeah,
okay, like the only
down then too. But
yeah,
I'm thinking more like it's more like if row your boat. You know, like it was like
yeah.
and someone forgot to start it off. That's what it feels like to me every time.
Yeah.
Except when they get it.
I haven't got to Tyranics and just
First go to
stopped
MCU,
with
then-
Wings Club. I just got sick and tired of it.
Like, back to this combat scene for a second. Like, you're focusing. Like,
just to clarify,
Miraculous is
do you
terrible.
like Miraculous?
Like, what do you mean? Miraculous is horrible with time travel. It's even worse.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I mean, the second chance mechanic seems to work decently well, because it just erases the other timeline to begin with, so it never ends up having to repeat itself. Unless every time that the second there's a new timeline created, but they never get to explore that. So.
Okay, the one thing I do hate about the Miraculous, every time like either Kat or Leva figure out their secret identities, they say, "Oh no, the world is a catastrophe and everything like that," because they reveal who they are, and Mob gets
Looks like
miraculous. And I'm just like, okay, I know you're trying to prolong the series and trying to give us a good reason why they can't be together. But at the same time, though, you keep saying they're going to be together. And so I just want you to just please choose your mind. Do you want them to be together or not? Because obviously it is getting really annoying at this point, especially in Season 5.
I mean,
like, I'm on Episode 10 of Season 5, and it's getting annoying.
I'll say this. I'll say this hot take here. I don't think they're a good couple. So that never bothered me. The fact that each other do so, well, they don't do it for long and then it resets, didn't concern me because I'm not invested in their romance.
That is fun, Jacob. That is your final take. I understand because he is a creep and everything. But I'm just saying that in general basis, where they act like, oh yeah, they're going to get together and everything like that. And they're like, no, it's going to be a catastrophe if they do get together. It's just like, it just like gets more annoying as you keep watching the seasons where they keep giving you reasons why they can't be together. Like, it doesn't matter if it is a good couple or not. I do not care about that. I'm just wondering about, like, they just can't seem to decide whether or not if they're going to get together or not. It's just getting annoying on this point.
One thing that annoyed me about the romance there is that the fact they show them with other people that are more compatible with them. It's like, oh, we can't do that. No, get out of here. Get out of here. Move somewhere else.
For instance,
okay.
Yeah.
Me, how are you?
Like Ghosty said before about Guardians, I enjoy that series and qualms.
I have some words.
Here's the talking stick.
But before, back to the fight scene for real quick. Yeah, the pacing of this is really bad. It's not good. Like, the thing about fight scenes is that you have to. Like, one thing I will say when it comes to fight sequences is you have to decide whether you want to have a comedically toned fight sequence or, something epic and impactful. You need to decide that from minute 1 of the fight sequence and plan the music accordingly. Like when I'm having a character fight, I don't plan the music to be epic like da 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 da. No, I plan for something fun, something bubbly, because it's not a serious
if it's like a comedic fight, then it should be comedic music because there's a comedic fight. But if it's like a dead serious,
like that's the thing. It's not supposed to be, but it kind of has that vibe.
Oh, because of what?
Yeah.
The rocks. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Rocks, jeez.
I see. Yeah, KW. What Fallen Angels episode are you on, reaction-wise again?
What?
What episode did you get up to in your reactions of Fallen Angels?
I have 4 episodes left of season 1.
Episode what, sorry?
4 episodes left of season 1.
I have 4 episodes left of season 1, yeah.
Oh, so you're up to episode 9.
4
You're about to see
episodes.
the first fight sequence then. So there you go.
Yeah.
See what you think of see what you think of my first ever fight sequence in Gacha. That's gonna be fun later.
Yeah. Hey, YouTube, can you please give me my live stream back, please, so I could do some Fallen Angel stuff, please. Thank you.
Don't you record those?
I want to do a special live stream for the last 4 episodes. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, I was gonna get you to talk at some point because KW you mentioned you want to get into VTubing, right?
Yes. I want to get into like.
Ghosty here is also a VTuber and made the model not look terrifying. If you need someone to talk about that kind of stuff, Ghosty's the one.
I'm very ready.
It's okay. I'm still like thinking about the options. I'm just waiting until like I get my life stream, powers back to me.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, Ghosty. KW likes dark, so if that gives you any ideas.
It gives me a lot of ideas.
The collaboration should occur. just saying. That's my humble opinion here. What was that?
Like,
oh my guys, it's pizza time. I have to go. Bye-bye, guys. I have pizza to eat. Yum, 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 or whatever it is. I don't know. It's dinner.
Right. Thanks for joining. All right.
No problem. Bye-bye, guys.
I am sorry, Senpai. I have failed you. No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
Like, to which case I'm gonna say, didn't you have a parasol earlier?
Yes, I think maybe it broke and it's now that twig. I'm not sure.
Too bad. A parasol as a weapon could have been, great.
I will do it for you, Blythe, who is not dead.
Who is not dead, but for some reason there's a force ghost standing right next to me.
It's like that one scene in the Order of the Phoenix movie where Dudley just goes up and is like, "Where is your mum, Potter? Is she dead? Is she dead?" And then Harry just goes, and everyone laughs because they don't know why he's pointing a stick. I think it was him. I think he's the one who moved the rock, but the implication was that she knocked herself out with her own rock from behind.
Yes,
I gotta give it an Applewood Academy.
Like, to which
Okay,
case...
class, today we're going to psychokinesis from behind, and 5 of you are already unconscious. Great.
No, Jacob, it's just the thing. The guy picked up the rock from behind her telekinetically and kind of floated it gently into the back of her head.
I mean, yes, the speed could have been improved, especially, but I do love the fact that it did seem like she was just knocking herself out. Oh, into her own pile of rocks, no less. Oh, okay, the twig is different, fine. Distraction. Use a plant. Oh no, just when KW leaves, his best Kawaii-chan impression.
I didn't mean it. I wasn't planning on destroying this stupid dimension.
Wait, what?
I only needed a quiet place to... focus.
What?
Why didn't you say that before? Sounds like you're lying and it was just like caught at something and you're like, I was just a joke, bro. I wasn't going to destroy a dimension. Haha. Of course. It worked for Ayaka. Oh, okay. All right then.
You were joking this whole time?
Yeah, but you sure as hell weren't. You didn't have to hit so hard. For someone almost powerless.
Why do you know so many things
So hit so hard. Meanwhile, here I was, burning your arm and throwing you into a map.
about me? No.
I'm a shadow, Yuki. I'm not somebody.
Shut up. Told you.
No one. You know why I know.
And that's why I pretended to forget when you first came up to me, and didn't expect you to come up to me despite the fact that I wanted a place alone.
You're bleeding.
Yeah, duh. Ow.
You need help.
No,
Do shadows bleed? Actually, who am I kidding? Animatronics bleed. Why should I even be surprised anymore?
I don't.
Here, let me help. We can go back to the future
I
and...
especially don't need help from you. You guys don't want me back, and I obviously don't want you back either. I have Karai.
Please, Yami. We
I
can
also don't want you back either. Let me go. Leave me alone. You're so annoying. I hate you. Bleh.
bring you to Alex.
No, leave him out of this, okay? This is your fault, and I'll fix it by myself. I can copy his power anyway.
I guess this is how we know, because I remember Josh said before that this episode was set in the present, but we're in the past, which I think what Josh meant by that was that the continuing Guardian story and not character flashbacks. So many mentions of the actual Guardians' names are what gives that away. So I guess if you're watching this like KW, you don't know who everyone is yet, then again, watch the Guardians from the beginning, people.
Don't follow me.
Yami.
Don't.
Just go. She can't follow. Is there not a part of a dimension somewhere that's, you can relax or whatever? Like, I know that eventually goes void or whatever because it's, I know, is space not off limits right now? Just find an asteroid and control to give us a problem solved. Oh, I'll take a candle with you. Oh, hey, look who's back again. I like this rotation that's going on.
Blythe.
Yuki, What's going on? Are you okay?
Yes.
Sunburned, okay.
I have to speak to you in private.
First, can I say something good?
I'd like to finally hear some good news.
Me and Thomas are finally together.
Sunburned.
What do you mean by together?
We are,
What do you think she means? Good grief.
Dating?
Esther.
What? It's not like their relationship has to stay secret.
Anyways.
I mean, not when she was literally about to tell the only other person in this room right now, who also lost her brown hair. Not convincing disguise anymore.
I mean, I assumed, but coming from you?
Oh, there it is. Okay, it's to the back there. It's just a wig in the distance. Fair enough.
Wow. How long?
Oh, Yuki. We also wanted to celebrate your birthday, but you
No, answer the question. How long? Don't change the subject yet.
weren't here, so...
Can we do this another day?
You're staying?
Yes, but no. The Guardians need me.
We should leave those two alone now.
Ugh, fine.
This is why it seems like Yuki can't just go back to any particular point in the past. So the dimension stuff does still make more sense because you can't go further back in time within the confines of one particular dimension. You can just account for however long you've gone, and then days transpire. It's always the same. So if you're gone for 2 days, then you come back 2 days later, and then again does fix itself a bit more.
It kind of fixes itself a bit more, but it kind of also does not.
Yeah, it's still not perfect, but yeah.
It's not perfect, but it makes a little bit more sense.
What did you have to tell me?
Right.
I don't need your help. I'll just heal myself. There you go.
Can't
What were you
believe she
going
had
to
it in
tell-
her.
I can't blame her. For
Okay, pause.
Right.
What were you going to tell me? Right.
I thought it was fright. That was the word.
Always,
Way, I guess it's a mystery.
Always looping back to line 11.
I can.
Kira, it's quite exhausting
Oh god, he's got the water shoes.
to copy someone's power.
Liar.
No, it is. And, well, can't we get another healer? That way I don't have to Alex's power.
I know you miss him.
He started... We became friends.
We'll see him again soon.
How soon?
Yummy.
Fine. I'm tired of voids anyway.
Oh, here we go.
Like, the music slaps. I'm just still very confused. And I've watched the entire series.
I think that just sums up the Guardians. It slaps, but I'm very confused. One of my favorite things to do is describe what this series is about to other people who haven't seen it yet, and just watch us
But that's
watch
the
as the
thing.
magic
I
happens.
have watched it, and I'm still confused.
Yeah, I know. I am too. Especially considering that. Is it because that Yuki's focus didn't really shift here? I mean, no, everyone's off doing their own thing, but at the same time, sorry, just 2 in the morning now. But at the same time, yeah, because the whole episode being set within, I guess, within the past dimension. The other clue, of course, is just how the lighting works and how darkness having been spread before. I thought previously that the darkness was different levels of intensity depending on where on the timeline it was, but if it's not timelines, then I guess it is just a before and after of when of the end battle.
Like, I
Which I guess
have
still
a theory about that, which probably doesn't hold any water at all. But maybe, like, that one guy broke off the timeline as a sort of quarantine, so it doesn't infect the others.
But Yuki's still going back and forth from from one dimension to another, whether by that portal. So if there was a weapon, it's still doing a very good job.
Like,
and
I'm just
it's not like
trying
everyone
to,
can go back and forth between the different timelines. Most people just like this. It's only the Guardians that have enough power to do that, and I guess the PL members maybe.
Are there any positives?
Speaking of that, coronation. Yes, but before that, where's the coronation? Because it seems to still be going on, right? Is that gonna be like the of the season? So the party ends up being coming together because we know when the attack's gonna occur.
Like, that would be like a very neat point to end it off. During the coronation
Then I guess we see...
episode of his party. Ooh.
there you go.
There's an episode between us and the party. But I gotta say, yeah, there are positives with this. Your production is getting better. Even though I have a few qualms about how you transition from scene to scene, you do sound effects pretty well. There are a few editing. Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, I was gonna say and the visuals too, because that's the thing that that's the reason I brought up the Guardians when talking about the Music Freaks before, was the fact that the Guardians actually used this app a lot more to its advantage than the Music Freaks did. Like, I feel like even when it's like non-comedic scenes, there's minor details in the background. At some point, Prism of Once doing season 1 just went away, kind of like learned a bunch of stuff about like different visuals and just came back with a different style and it stuck. I'm all for it.
Like sometimes that's, you know, what's needed to improve your work and elevate it to a neat new level. And I'm glad to see that, you know, you're doing that. But I gotta say, I still have a few qualms, particularly with how your time works. Like, if you don't think about it too hard, it makes sense. But if you actually, like, think about it and try to decipher what's going on, it makes less and less sense.
I guess that's the disadvantage of these reviews of because of the fact that we're here to break down and analyze everything. I guess like the average viewer in general probably is not going to deep dive this much.
The average viewer is probably just going to be like, oh, that's the way the world works. But since we're here to analyze it, it's a not great, Chief.
Yes, that dimensional cookie crumbles over and over.
The trans-dimensional cookie is just crumbling away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all analyzed the Elsa cake. Yeah, that didn't make much sense, but I'm not going to question the Elsa cake because the more I think about the Elsa cake, the more and more I'm going to say this. The Elsa cake is kind of indicative of the story writing. If you don't think about it too hard, it makes sense. It was for
okay.
Yeah, but think about it, Jacob. If you were watching this passively without analyzing it, you would see the Elsa cake and be like, ooh, an Elsa cake. But the Elsa cake is a metaphor. If you were just watching Guardians passively without being like, hey, this is just how the world works, you wouldn't question the Elsa cake. Because the Elsa cake would seem normal, even in... Oh, what time period is this?
The past time thing.
Like, if you don't think about the Elsa cake in the past too hard, it makes perfect sense. They're celebrating a birthday and a cake, at least by modern day pretext, is the perfect treat for a birthday party. But if you think about the Elsa cake too hard, like we did, trying to decide if the Elsa cake in this time period would even exist, it makes less and less sense for the Elsa cake to be there. And that's kind of indicative of the general story writing. Because if you just look at the story on a base level, it's passable. It's even kind of great. But if you think about the story writing...
Gacha series, definitely.
Yeah, but if you really think about the story writing, like below surface value, it makes less and less sense.
Yeah, and it's always about like when all these things come in together, it can break even the average audience's suspension of disbelief, and once their immersion's broken, then it's harder to actually get that back and take them on the ride that you want them to go on.
Like, that's the thing about time travel in general. It can be a very immersion breaking trope, depending on how it's used. And if the time travel isn't, like, set up very well. Like, I made a reference to Doctor Who when I said wibbly wobbly timey-wimey. But that's kind of what it feels like. We're just time travel. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the series so far. But my suspension of disbelief has been broken, and I'm just kind of passively enjoying it from an outside point of view. kind of like the god that's watching the god play with her dolls. I am the parent in this case scenario.
Yeah. And from the inside point of view, I guess, what happened to the rest of the Guardians? I mean, I know that they're off doing things. I think again they're getting prepared, but it seems like the only person who's now is Yuki. I know there's that one thing to complain about Yuki before, but it feels like at least a couple more of them kind of need to show up and be around. There's not Yami, I guess. They're all for it, mate. Although I suppose maybe that would be. I think I kind of have to wait until the climax for that. The episode 12 is indeed where it all comes together, because as Josh says, is the second part of the Yumeka and Yami backstory. I guess we get one more time with the Guardians together. That was one thing that I had a complaint for, like the season overall, the season particularly, because with the previous season it was all about the Guardians interact together and such. You don't get too much of that because that takes place like every. But I suppose if you were to do any more after this season, plan to or not, then that'd be one thing to say. Yeah, let's bring the focus back and let them all enjoy with each other's backstories a lot more than they have been at the moment. Highly a super unified group, mostly because by literal ear torture to partake in saving the world. But oh well. That's why I think for now I promised I was going to look something up, and so is the Jade Animations
Here you go.
Dank Trumpet Solo. I just want to demonstrate this bit. So if you look up Jade Animations Dank Trumpet Solo, but it's a remix of her Dank Trumpet Solo, then this is like that's what it was. That was what reminded me of it. And then you get this.
So mad that I actually turned it into a song. Best palette cleanser ever.
Okay, you get the and then. Full thing? Okay, fine. We'll see the full thing.
Like send me the link to the YouTube. Send me the link to the YouTube video. I'm just gonna vibe to this while having an existential crisis.
This is the sound of your brain as it breaks down after a long gacha review. Kind of like when you watch Code Purple or
it's less bricked down by the gacha review, but I'm more so bricked down by just thinking of how the timeline is supposed to work. What kind of coherency do we have here? We don't have very much. And I am confused the more I think about it.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a break and not think about it because we've been here for like 3 hours. So thanks everyone for watching. Please leave a like or dislike because opinion matters. As I've done this already. Check out the Guardians and watch from the beginning, because that way you'll be slightly confused than you normally would be. And there's your slogan. So you're gonna hear the word timeline. What about the word dimension? No, I'm good today. We'll let you. All right.
I'm gonna hear the word dimension in my nightmares.
Okay, yeah, okay, fine. We're leaving now. All right, like and subscribe, and on that note, until